Home page works. Scope works. Widescreen works. Screen works. Everything works. Start. We got a green light. Let's put this out of the way. All right, we're just looking at stuff, talking coins. Let's look at the scope. That'll be good. We'll set up with the scope today. And some coffee. I'll be all right. Alrighty. There's so much stuff on the desk still. Oh, I gotta move that up so I can see. Yeah, I'll leave it right here. What do we got here? Look, I got a penny. That'll keep us busy. Next. Well, let's start emptying these things. Christine's joined us. How are you, Christine? It's late at night. There's not a whole lot going on. And I'm finding pretty darn impressive results with these late night streams as far as the YouTube statistics go. So why not? SJ just couldn't stay awake, so I jumped on in. There's Candy. We were just talking about you. Well, any rumors you may have heard are probably true. Gosh, what are they saying about me? What are they saying? I don't care much for gossip. I got no use for it. Alrighty. So it's the usual thing, going through these Lincoln sets, seeing what's in there, see what's good. Yeah. And I got to get some of these folders emptied out. I get people that want folders and albums. I got all these, let me push these up. I don't know, I got a couple of dozen of these Whitman bookshelf albums, you know, the ones that you can see both sides. They got the little slides in them. They sell pretty good. I get them, you know, if I'm going to buy a set, I'm going to look at these first. Leon, how are you? Good to see you. I still have not seen anything show up on PayPal from you. But if it does, you're on my list of make sure to check for Leon. But nothing yet. Yeah, I've still got a bunch of coins on Ryan's somewhere on this shelf that I have to look at and write a report for what I see. But I haven't found a thing yet. Oldies is back. Oldies, I thought you were going to go live. Oh, no matter. Did you see my penny? Look. No, I got to point that way. I need to switch the cameras because that camera, see, is on my left. And I can't move that without, I got so much stuff piled up here. So I'm farting around on eBay, right? Just farting around. Here's an Indian cent. You know, it's a bid of like 25 cents. I figured, free shipping. All right. So I bid. I got this for 79 cents shipped. It's only a 1906. But I figured 79 cents shipped. This guy's going to go out of business in no time. There's nothing wrong with it. Just, you know, worn. It's fine. It's a buck, you know. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of these dollar deals lined up. You know, the good coins, I set those out. I'll sell those off. I got all these dollar deals. You know, there's a bunch of them. I think I got this camera hooked up. Let's see. Home? Yeah. It works. Here's all the stuff from today's prize. In case you missed it, we got pack of flips. We got the big $50, the 63 1953S certified. We got the the $50 commemoratives and their acrylic holders. Oh, that Lexington is just slick. 2 of the George Washingtons, and a whole bunch of stuff in here. I mean, a whole bunch. There's a 1912S, an extremely fine plus, a couple of decent Canadians, and all of it. That's ready to ship out, so that'll work. But anyway, here's what I'm doing. I go through these folders and I pull out the good stuff, and then I got all this little stuff, right? Like a 1928 XF. Sure, it's a good coin. There's nothing wrong with it. The book says like $1.25 or something. So I'm just lining them up. These are just dollar deals, the whole thing. And I'll get on Coin Up Group and take pictures and move them out one after another. What's that one? 1978S proof. And it looks like that. You know, a dollar deal. It's got a couple of spots on it. Maybe somebody will pick that up and be happy with $1. Let's have a look at that. Move away, Indian. Yep, I'll push him off the reservation. That's what it looks like. Got a spot there on his tunic. A little spot before his head. I mean, it's a good coin, but I'm not going to get no $2.50 for it. But for a dollar deal, somebody will take that. You know, you get a spot here and there. It's not damaged or nothing. So there it is. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I added up the total on that package is $350. That's a big price. I saw another coin video fellow auctioning off a silver coin. Now I'm not going to give you the details because I don't want to, you know, call him out. But I look it up. It's a, you know, $22.95. You could buy the darn thing. Another $3 for shipping. It's a $25 coin. And he's got his list there, you know, $5 per entry. $5, one entry. $10, two. $5, 5 entries. For the price of the 5 entries, you could buy the coin. I added it up. I got notes everywhere. Yeah, I'm like Ray. I always write stuff down. You want to know what was on Wapner today? Where is it? Okay, right here. Added up, there are 28 entries on that coin. At $5 per entry, it's $140 for a $25 coin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, instead of making an entry, could have just bought the coin outright, you know, over at AppMex, and they charge a lot. So this works over here with the way I'm doing this, you know. Look, I get these coins at a decent price a lot of times. It doesn't cost me, you know, $28. I sell these for $14 a piece. So we included that in the package. $14 came in entries. I got a $14 coin. You know, $20 in entries comes in. I had a $20 coin. You know, little ones, those are real easy. I kind of throw those in. But geez, I can make money just offering decent coins and giving people value. I don't have to soak them for $140 for entries on a $25 coin. That's almost it's a hustle, and that's part of what me and Beth and Amber were talking about when I come up with the idea for this progressive raffle, this progressive giveaway. It's not really a giveaway if people are going to pay money to get it. It's a raffle. Call it what it is. So, geez, we can keep on doing this, you know. If we get enough people, I want to put a piece of gold in there. You know, get one of them $2.50 Indians. They're $200-300. In today's package was a $100 coin. $100. Where is it? It's in here. It's one of these. In case you didn't see it, I'll give you the recap. Morning, Ray. How are you? We're just talking coins and ranting and complaining. You know, there's a Standing Liberty 1917 Type 1. $15-20. All right. There's a really nice Booker. So I got a couple of George commemoratives. I got the Booker T. Washington, and we got the Lexington. And I mean, that's a $100 coin right there. All right. How much would that other guy have to bring in donations on that one? Jeez, like it's pulling teeth for a $25 coin giveaway. No, you can. There's more out there. You can do a whole lot better with this. You're not doing a service to the community. You know, taking $25 tickets for a $25 coin. That don't work. So eventually those should all waffle off to the wayside, I think. Gold would be great, yeah. What did we bring total? At $317 over the past week is what we brought in for all these coins. The retail value of this package is about $350. Because some of the stuff I get, you know, I mean, whoopsie, nobody bid, I got it for nothing. Every now and then I get something for dirt cheap. Well, geez, I can put that in the kitty here. People will love it. They get a good value out of it. I mean, it's not like I'm not making any money, but 317. Last week we brought in 258. Week before that, the first time we did it, I brought in $88. Okay. And that was like a $100 prize. Last week was about a $250 prize. And this week adds up to $350. Well, geez, we can keep on growing. And if we do, yeah, gold coin, $250. I want to get a 1909 SVDB in that pile. That would be awesome. Gold. Has anybody else given away gold on any channel? That would be curious. But the way this works, it takes me an hour. And yes, I do make some money because I get the coins for, a good price, and I add them in at retail. And they're worth that. And to the guy who won it, he spent, $30 or so on entries. He's got 10 times his money. So that'll, he put another one in afterwards. It was supposed to be earlier. So we already have a jump on next week's show. And if you want to, you'll see a link in the descriptions. You can start in on donations for next week's show anytime. I'll just buy stuff. But geez, the Lexington, $100. The George Washington's, $28. Standing Liberty Quarter, $15-20. The 46 Booker, $20. The 1952 S Franklin, I put that in for $50. Now, where is it? Numis says 63, PCGS says 62, and if you average the three auction prices on that Franklin, it's like 52. Okay, so that's priced in right. We got the copper round, $2. All the little pennies, $1 a piece. What's that one? Oh, the 1907 Canadian large cent, $17. Yeah, it's a peach. It's worth every bit of that. The 1912S, I don't know if you saw that. I could dig it out. That thing is in top shape. That's XF Plus. And $70 is Numis price. You look at the red book, it'll probably be, 10 to 20% higher than that. Now 1916 mark, don't have one. I'd probably throw a D in there. 710 is here. Watch yourselves. Keep your fingers and hands away from his mouth. We got, let's see, what else is in that pile? The satins, $1 a piece. That's a pretty darn good price for coins with less than a half, 584,000 mintage. And a pack of 50 wheats. 50 different, nothing. Somebody took every wheat I had. I put up 37 rolls of wheats, 50 different. Because I've been spending, time just sorting. I got 37 rolls of 50 wheats, and they all went. Life is good. That was today was James Owen won it today. Clean it. Everything. One winner take all. I think that's the way to go. Wood floor wipes commercial. SJ, you couldn't stay awake before. Now you'll be up all night with us. But the one winner take all, this is a heck of a nice package. Now he had previously purchased the two storage boxes. The photographic slides. These are slick because you put their little coins in there. You can take them to shows. They lock up. They got the steel handle. There's no rust. They're awesome. I gotta make these, and you can carry them away. The PCGS has these boxes. I'd love to make or get these produced somehow because this would be a marketable product. I do it probably different size, maybe a two-sided thing. So you'd have two doors, one on each side that would flop down. Just open one at a time. And don't do what I do. Open up a side and then flip it over. So I'm in this candy shop years ago, right? I got a candy business. I make lollipops and I drive them all over New England. And this one guy's candy shop. He's got a great setup. Got all kinds of jelly beans and all the different jars. And he's got some boxes in front. And it's got a clear top. And he's got the different colors of jelly beans in each little compartment. And he says, yeah, take a look at those. I pick it up. I'm looking at it. Oh, it says what it is on the other side. Dump. Now I'll get mixed up. Poor fella. Because he had to do this. Oh, well. So anyway, he wanted those from Friday night's show, and then he gets the prize. Now the prize I ship, that's included, and we're figuring $20 to ship these two. So rather than just stick them for the $20, I took $7.50 off because that's what this would cost me. And Now that's a pretty good price on those now. So yeah, he scored good on that. Next week I'd love to see a $500 prize. Geez, it keeps on growing. Now I got all these wheats. I mean, all this. Here, let me show you. All this junk. I mean, it's almost all wheats. I got more stuff over there on the table, right? But this is wheats and stacks. The books are full of wheats. You got the little books loaded, the big books loaded. They're invading. Let me put that back up here. So I got to do something with the wheats. Could I do a Wednesday wheats? I mean, I do a prime time, and we could do a similar sort of thing, just a giveaway show for just wheats. Well, that's something to think about. So what I'm doing right now is what I usually do late at night. Take these books apart, find out what's in there, because I've gone through so darn many. And we'll pretty much get the best ones out of there. I just stripped like 25 bucks. Yeah, it is. It takes forever. Come on. You know, one at a time. You got to look at them. You got to grade them. So I show people what's going on. And we got a 1911. And a lot of contact marks. But I got little slips of paper. I chop these up by the gazillion. And I got flips over here somewhere. There's a stack of them. And that's handy. And if I find dollar deals, well, we'll put them in the dollar deal pile. And check them, make sure they're not dusty. And if they are, I wipe them off. Ken, the amount is still pending. I put a Y after the word live. How do I correct? Ah. So it went to kpvitlivey.com or live.y. Okay, there should be a button on PayPal, Leon, where you can cancel it, dispute it, or I think pretty much cancel it is what it will be. But if it's really messed up as far as the email address, it won't go through, and it's going to be a whole lot easier to cancel it. Because if you leave out the second E, Kimberly gets it, and she don't care about nobody but herself. So she don't want to give it up. But if you spell it wrong and there is no email recipient, you can get that back pretty easy. But it might take, 2 weeks or something. Yeah. I missed something. Somebody wrote something I want to read. Can you get closer to your mic or turn it up? That's it. That's the best we get. I can move in there because I got to get to this thing anyway. My grandmother says I mumble. Okay, what did we say on that? Let's see. Very good to find. It's got a scratch. This ain't even going to be a dollar deal. Nah, that's a cull bucket. Bye-bye. Now, I got a cull bucket here somewhere. Here's one. Oh, there's a cull bucket. What are you going to do with it? Because I'm going to have a lot of those, I'm sure. But anyway, I got to get over there and sort out some more wheats and make some more of those 50s. Because, I mean, I got 2 over here, but I got 35 of them at $5 a pop. Yeah, that works. 1912, very good. What's that look like? About the same. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's a dollar deal. And a pen. 1912. Dollar deal. And that's it. I throw that in a box. I'll take pictures of stuff. But Leon, you probably get your money back. It might take a week or 2. Yeah. There needs to be a oops button, So we had that problem where a couple of people sent money to Kimberly. And I added that link down below. And I can probably copy that. and paste it because it's going to work out a whole lot better. I went to PayPal, and you can set up a PayPal link. There's the copy, and there's the paste. There you go. And now it makes it a whole lot easier because you don't have to type it. You just click the link. You type it. I mean, I can't type for nothing. You gotta see what I write to my mother. Every time I see her, she slaps me first thing. What did you write? Huh? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, this one's mostly good. Fine, very fine. The back says very fine, but the front says fine. What's that spot? Why is there a green? Why is there a spot there? It's just a clean spot. Yeah, like my kitchen table. There's a clean spot. It's what, 9 inches round. So I set my plate there. All right. Got a groove on them, but 1910 and fine. How much you looking at? 20 cents? Yeah, use that PayPal me link, and you can start doing donations on the show anytime. Oh, let's see, 1910. Where are you? Where are you? In fine. 40 cents. This guy's got a scratch on him. Cull bucket. Next one. What do you think? 1913? Oh, 1909. And this one looks okay. A couple of ding dongs on it there. He's kind of screwed up. Ooh. Cull bucket. Yeah, so I'll take these and put them like in the wheat bags and stuff. Get rid of them that way. So you can buy my wheat bags, but they're not the best. Dude, they've been picked clean. I mean clean. There's nothing in there. If it's before 1940, there's something terribly wrong with it. Is there a variety of weak VDB on 1910s? Yes. Yes, there is. But it's only on the 1910 matte proof. So if you have a VDB on the back of a 1910, I want to see pictures immediately. Okay. Yeah, there is such a thing. There's only a handful of them that are known. One of the reverse dies from the Type 1 1909 matte proof was used on the 1910 matte proof. Now they had, worked it, but there is a trace of the VDB remaining on the matte proofs. And if you can find one of those, baby, you're going to pay your light bill this month, guaranteed. You will have no problem with that. Yeah, there's all kinds of coin trivia out there when you get real into it. I need die markers for 1913 matte proof. All right. Start taking screenshots. Let's see. 1913. Here we go. All right, we got at least 2 dies in there. All right, now paired with 1913, reverse number 1, reverse number 2. You get 2 reverses and 2 obverses. Okay, let's take a look. How am I going to work this cord here? Yep, tape. Works every time. Let's run over here. Home. And 1913. Yeah, right there. Okay, start taking screenshots. Let's see if we can zoom in. And what are we looking at? You're looking for a C-shaped die scratch to the left of the the I in in. That'll be this right here. Can you see that C shape? You're looking for that on your 1913s. You look for a die scratch above the first one and the date. And these are northeast, southwest. Can you see those? I can probably take that camera and move it around. Okay, let's see. We got a die gouge below the bottom of the first one and the date. That's this little spot right there. You get a die gouge through the N and in. Oh, I can barely see this one. And what are we talking about? Geez, I can't see a damn thing on that. Yeah, black and white photos from 30 years ago. That's what we're trying to use. You're looking at a die scratch through the G in God. And that one kind of jumps right out. And let's see, a broken bottom left side of the G in God. Can you make that out? Broken bottom left side. And you're going to have a diagonal line on her. Okay. What do we got next? For obverse number 2, because there's 2 obverses on these. You want die scratches around and through the date. And these are sloped slightly downward to the right. You can, the bottom one probably be the most prominent. There you go. Okay, we want die scratches from the rim around the left side of the N and in. That's this one. And you'll see those most prominent above the N. And well, there they are. We got die scratch from the rim above the right side of D in God. And they don't have a picture of it. There you go. Oh, there you go. And that's the God, 1913, map proof. You want to see that. Okay, next up, we got die scratches through and to the right of we. Yeah, why can't they put this on one page? I don't even see a we here. Don't tell me something and not show me. Oh, this is so hard. You got some die scratches in front of the face. The one here, one beside the T. I don't know what that, I don't see anything here. This is obverse number 2, reverse number 2. See, there's more up there. Just read them all. Take a screenshot real quick. Yeah. Die scratch above the N. This is reverse. I don't see anything that stands out. You got some polishing marks diagonally here. And on the back, we have all this junk. What's wrong with the C? Anything? No. It's just showing your polishing marks. There you go. And they're generally northeast, southwest. There's a die gouge beside the, that's N and that's T. You get the die gouge right between them. And there's one here. And I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, that's the top of the wheat. That would be unum, I suppose. And there's a die gouge here. I don't make anything out of that section. And the rest is 1914. Okay, you're on your own after that. You got a 1913? We're good. I need die markers. You got them. Get the book. That's Lincoln Cent Map Proofs, Kevin Flynn. That'll set you back $30. But if you use it once, it pays for itself, you know. I'll use that up. Okay, next up, we got another line here to go. So that's what I do. You know, I figure stuff out. Oh, we can go back to normal here. I'm going to go back to the scope. Yep, and there's nothing showing. That's not copy. That is. Yeah, I like to put the copy like on a, you know, on an object right beside some really valuable coins. It looks suspect. The rim flat and wide. Most of your map proofs that you're going to be able to identify will be at least fine. And even then, they're going to be kind of, you know, not worth as much. But if you can identify one positively, yeah, it's a couple $100. 1914, good, lots of marks. Yeah, this is nothing great. Yeah, good. What's 1914 good for? Good. 40 cents. Next. $19.13, about the same. A little better. I can see a top of his cheek. Yeah, not quite fine, but pretty close. I think I might be able to get fine out of that. Till you see that big line. All right, 13 and fine. How much? And fine, $1.40. That's a dollar deal. Yeah, $1.50 for a dollar deal. Yeah, that'll work pretty good. Let's clean this up. So I'll do fine scratches and make it a dollar deal. And that's how that works. Pretty simple. So I put these dollar deals up. And it takes me a few seconds, you know, to make the picture. Once I do, I put it up in the coin op group. I like to have a bunch of them at the ready first, because once I start posting them, I want to keep on posting. Just keep on posting them all day. Because some of these things, they're sold before I can take the next picture. And people, you know, they'll grab 20 of the darn things. I got no problem with that at all. You see, probably didn't cost me that much. I get them by the set, and then I sell out the best, you know, 8, 10 coins, get all my money back and make a little more. So for the most part, you can figure these are free at this point. Oh, well, free don't mean good. 1916, good, scratched up, spotted. The rim's good, but it has a nice rim. Oh man, there's this girl in the coin op group. She put up a dime. She says, look, it's got a bump right here on it. Look at that bump. What can you tell me about that bump? I said, don't worry about the bump. Look at the details here. It's a proof reverse. But what about the bump? You can't slap them through the computer. But what about the bump? That was goner. The bump ain't nothing. Did you understand the part about the transitional die variety? Well, she got a hard set on that bump. Okay, where's LI? Is this a grease die? Just plain wore out? It's in there. That's not too bad shape on here. That's high and fine. But where is the letters? I got some separation. This is almost VF. But where are my letters? Hello? Huh. I don't see any roller marks. Okay, it's not a rolling machine. What's that? Little die chip. So with my letters. All right, let's look at it. Give me some light. There is no L. Yeah, that's a decent shape. I got no L. I can't see anything with the loop. I don't think I can see anything here either. Well, that strikes me as being a greasy die. See how thin the rest of them are? Up here it looks okay. I mean, you got good separation. Yeah. Don't miss out on these sets of wheats. People keep them around for a reason. This probably found its way in there because it was so weak there. 16S. And, well, that's fine anyway. Very fine as possible. That's low end very fine. How's that wheat ear look? That looks good enough. Good rim. Okay, 16S, very fine. Missing letters. That's not it. What do I want to see? 16S. Very fine. 750. I lost my place. Anything taken away from this coin? Rim is good. The fields are looking good. The back's a good sharp strike. Okay, we're a little weak on the detail here. But the fields are good. Let's look at the date. Yeah, I think that's a greasy die because the outermost details are a little weak. Mid mark's good. The one is good. No problem there. All right, I'm going to look up here a little. Yeah, the letters are there. Thin as hell. And I want to see what that is. Where's my stick? Where are you? It's gone. It's one of those things that only shows up in the right light. That's nothing. There's nothing there. All right. Let's see if it's there this time. You see what I'm talking about? That point right there. What is that? It's small. There. I got a little light to work with. No, it's a little contact mark. That's why I won't push off. There's nothing there to push off. Okay, where are we here? Cigars joined us. Good morning. I just got back from the major store. There was a Coinstar in there in the return slot. Found 2 silver dimes, 64 and 63. A Canadian 72, 2 Wheaties. Yeah, that's not a bad trip for 4 a.m. I'll take it. There's a very prominent wear line through the R in Liberty. Looks suspect. Prominent wear line. On this coin or on your 2000 on your 1913? That's got to be your 2000 or your 1913. This one was a 1916S VF with a filled die. $7.50. Gone. Cheryl's laughing at me. I say something, she goes, I get so paranoid when they point at me and laugh. All right, there, look, I got a penny. And that one goes in the big box. I got the better box. I got the big box. Got the dollar box. I got the junk. And where the hell where'd the good box go? All right, I'll put it right here. That's as good a spot as any. Next batch. We're into the 20. Oh, no, they're right here. I'm jumping them all over the place. See, I like to handle the brown pennies because I don't have to stick on those gloves. See? I get my fingerprint on them. There, look, what? I don't see it's a problem with getting your fingerprint on this. The good stuff, though, you want to have some protection. Yeah, a lot of people just keep handling their coins like they always have. Hey, man, I got no problem. They're your coins. You can do whatever you want to with them. But if you want to sell them, I'll give them a little bit of protection at least. Something like this, okay, maybe not. That's a cull bucket. You see that big gouge? That's out of here. 1972. Now, there's a 12-year-old who would love this coin. Somewhere. Geez, when I was 12, you know, finding a 1956D, whew, yeah. I was like, man, it looked like this. 17S. Unremarkable. Not too screwed up. Yeah, I can live with that. Yeah, a little weak here. But I get VG. All right, I got a book here. What do you suppose that is? Maybe that one? Oh, that might be it. Yeah. Can you believe I bought more books? There's stuff in them. All right. Yeah, there's a number one. 17S. Don't need it. Okay. Well, that's a good one. So something like that, see, that's probably like 50 cents. It's too darn small for a $1 deal. Give me a price. 17S, very good. 17S, very good. 63 cents. You know, ain't worth it as a $1 deal. Put 3 of them together, make a $1 deal. You're killing me here. But it's not a junker. All right, I'm going to stick it back here. It's a keeper, but it's not a big keeper. What do? Oh, keep reclassifying them until you got something worthwhile. You got poopy eye? 99-cent store sells latex gloves. Yeah. There they are. You get 50 of these at Walmart for $5 or 10 cents a piece. And at Halloween, see, you can be a chicken, you can be a rooster, you can be a cow. I like to put them on sometimes and do self-exams. No gloves, and so, oh wait, it's called conjunctivitis. Self-exam. I took a nap, and I must have been sleep scratching. That finger smells real bad. A little old scratch and sniff, you know. Oh, there we go. Yeah, reminds me of the doctor. What are you gonna do with that, doc? Just turn your head. Whew. Don't ever get old. Don't do it. 1918, very good. Probably a little better. Seen better days. It's okay. There's nothing too bad about it. Yeah. It's a standard 1918 circ. Let's see what I need in the book. Thought I saw a whole. No. Okay. It's worth keeping, but ain't worth selling. On the table. Next one. 18D. Yeah, it looks alright. Not screwed up. Got some dark spots. Eh, worth keeping, not worth selling. What's an 18D and very good go for? 18D, very good. 98 cents. Okay, and fine, it's $1.50. So is this a $1 deal? That might be a $1 deal. Yeah, we'll put that as a $1 deal. Let me take the glove off. That'll work. my grandmother, we go to the circus, you know, I'm like 4 years old. We're at the circus. And, you know, we're eating candy and some soda and got that cotton candy stuff. And she'd only get one, and we both have to share it, me and my brother, because he was, you know, a year older than me. And, you know, we get shit all over our face, like a penguin eating ice cream. And she'd pull us a napkin. She pulled this napkin out of her frickin' shirt, because she always had a frickin' napkin in her shirt. She'd pull that out, and she got to clean her face. No, quit that. She'd be wiping that shit on our faces. Oh, why do they do that? It seemed like a good idea. Back in, you know, the 20s, I could see it being a, you know, practical thing. They didn't have water back then. But we come a long way in 50 years. She's going to hork up on a napkin and use that to wipe your face. It was torture, I tell you, being a kid. Okay, it was 1918 D. Very good. Dollar deal. Somebody will snatch that up. Yeah, but see, the dollar deal is because I can combine shipping. So that's where that comes valuable, because they get 10 of the darn things. Yeah, maybe they're getting something for a kid. You're not going to spend $1 and then $3 shipping. Well, I've seen it done. What's this one? How come there's 2 17s in this one? I don't know. Big pit on him. Looks okay. He's not screwed up. Well, maybe he's a little screwed up. That woody? See the streakiness of that? See how it's lines, how they're linear? I got a suspicion that's a lamination. It is. It's not a great one. 1917 in good is 1917 in good, a quarter. All right, do I need it in here? Yeah, good. There you go. Now there, see, we got a decent little set coming together. You know, there's nothing screwed up. There's nothing awful. Okay, maybe that one's awful. Yeah, but there's no dogs. That's the thing. You know, it doesn't have holes in them. And just put a quarter coin or 50-cent coin, and I'll auction that off all at once. Yeah, throw it up and see who likes it. Go from there. Please excuse yourself when you do. Hey, the 9 looked double. Did you see that too? I saw that, Travis. But I looked up at the other letters in Liberty, and I think it was just a weak die. Now she grabbed a cloth and hork on it and wipe your face off, because you got so filthy overnight. Spit bath. Yeah. It was nasty, man. Nasty. Yep, I'd give up all these coins to spend an hour talking with her, you know. I ain't seen her in 30 years. Yeah, that's the way it goes. That's a big circle. I got nephews and stuff, and I think there's nothing more funny than saying, "Come over here, kid, let me clean your face." Dripping, shit dripping off of it. It's a shame to see him running and crying like that. That'll be a good folder for somebody one day. Hopefully, shortly. I could use the money. What's coming up? We got. I can't see it. Gross. You ever done with your grandchildren? They'll thrive. They'll be stronger for it. 1919. Fine plus. Pretty decent shape. Let's see the other side. Okay, we're getting close to very fine, but we've got some marks on it. 1919. Very fine. I gotta scroll up a little. $1.50, and that's a dollar deal. Did you see this spreadsheet here? I go to screen. Can I get the spreadsheet cap? No, this capture doesn't work for some reason. Here's what I see. All right, I can make that bigger. somehow. Now bear with me, because this thing doesn't want to behave most of the time. So I got to stretch this out. Okay, there's a spreadsheet over here, and I can move stuff. All right, where am I at? There's the top line is there. There's the bottom line is over 20s, right about there. Okay, so we're looking at, you can see pretty much what's in the blue section. So we got 1919. Let me scroll that up a little. And I got VF, $1.15. So I'll make that a $1 deal. It should be good. Scoop, scoop. There you go. And we'll move that out the door. Where's my little piece of paper? $1 deal. Yeah. But they get the flip, which is good. Because these are 7 cents a piece. So I can move a bunch of them. I'll be okay. Don't cost nothing. If you need flips, I got them, by the way. It's $4 for 50. Comes in good. $8, you get 100. I can fit 200 in a priority mail envelope, but it's at 16 ounces. But figure $3 shipping for whoa. 1 package. 2, you're up to 4.5 because the shipping goes up. 1919D, and it's in the can. Another. How come there's 2 1919Ds in here? See the laminations on that one? The first markers are all in the same direction. How's the color on that? Yeah, no woodiness. Let's look at the back. I got some junk on there. Okay, 1919. And unremarkable otherwise. D, very good. Price, 19D, very good, 85 cents. Do I need one? Yep. And a 12-year-old will like that one. These are getting ready for Christmas, guys. Let me move this over to YouTube so I can see what you're saying about me. What is 35 divided by half? It's 17.5. Yes, their immune systems. Travis, you already used your 100. Get more, man. Get more. I got another case. Man, there's nothing worse than running. Now, if you have to, you can use 2 sides. I've seen people, they get the cheap ones, right? They're a little cheaper than these, and don't put anything in there for more than a year or 2. I get the stiff ones, but they get the cheap ones, and they cut them in half and close them up with tape or a staple, and you can't reuse the darn things. It's either got a hole in it, it's got, lint and grime and crud stuck onto it from all the stick them on the tape. These are handy. I like the gloves because you can clean them off. And when I close them, I like to use gloves, and you can see the difference. Okay, and here's my fingers. Don't do this at home. Over here, you can see a nice, clean center line. See how clean that is? Look how pretty that is. Let's get a consistent background. What do we got? White. There's a white background. That's a white piece of paper, believe it or not. And it's clean. It's reflective. Now my hands are clean. I'm going to wipe them off with a clean towel. Now I'm going to fold this thing evenly. I'm going to squeeze it down the center. All right, and give it a squeeze. Now, is it clean? Well, kind of. But if you could see it close up, like this, there's like, you know, some streaks across it. So I use the glove to squeeze it. And look, it's self-cleaning this way. But who wants to get a nice, pretty coin in a brand new flip with, you know, somebody's, you know, boogers and smudge all across it? So, yeah, get these. They're nice. The little coins, you know, the ones that go in the, I don't put those in the flips. How about the dollar deals? It's worth, at $1, yeah. But like I got these things, you know, they're worth a quarter. Am I going to put a 25-cent coin in a 7-cent flip, 8-cent flip? Where do you draw the line? I ought to do a whole essay just on that. At what point do you store it in a flip? I mean, you want something really cheap, go to the bank and get those deposit slips. I mean, you get like 50 of them. You know, just walk in, walk out. Thanks, guys. While you're at it, stop at the post office. Okay, this one's mostly good. 1920. Lots and lots of them. This is about a 10-cent coin here. Yeah. 1920, very good. I gotta admit, I'm just cheap. 1920, good. Very good. 20 cents. Yeah, it's a decent penny. You know, it's not worth it to stick it in a, you know, a 5-cent cardboard flip. These, to tell you the truth, I mean, for what, $4, you get 90 slots. So you're looking at less than 5 cents per slot for storage. And that's handy because you can take them out and they're reusable. Those are some of the cheapest out there. And if you get them used, you know, they're really cheap. What was I doing next? Looking over this. 1920D. Kind of affected. It looks rather affected. Yeah. Oh, it's, oh, here you go. You see this one? Do you see the lines? Let's try the bigger scope. It'll be easy to see. You see these lines on the back? Hello? Where are you? Finger here. Let's come on down. Come on. Come on down. This is where the penny lives. Here's a happy penny. Can you see the lines? There you go. You can just see that. That is the sticky residue from these older folders. You know, back in the 50s, they made, let's put some sticky stuff in there. It'll hold the coin in. That's a great idea. Give yourself a raise. So these coins that, you know, they were kept for some time in these old folders. Well, the sticky would dry out over time and would leave these stripes on the back of your coins, which is what you see here. That's what that is. And, well, you can see the front here. With my, there it is. You can see the front. Scope, yeah. You know, there's a reason the guy kept it. It's okay. It's got a few pits, but it's, you know, very good, very, very fine. But the coin's got issues. But if so, this is a perfect one to show you. If you want to get that crap off the back, remember that clean towel? Just give it a wipe once or twice, and that's all you need. Don't drop it. And then you're going to see those little lines disappear. Just like that. I'm going to do my whole house this way. Yeah, but it's like a dry powder at this point. It's no longer sticky. It's oxidized, you know. Okay, maybe a little stripy. But this coin, there's too much damage on it. Think I can get a dollar deal out of that? I don't take too close of a picture. 20D, very fine. How much? 20D, very fine. That'd be a $4 coin if it weren't for those little bumps and digs. Huh. Let's look at that under the scope again. Nope, that's not it. Scope. Okay. 20D and very fine is $4. We got some pitting there above Liberty. A little bit above around the date. On the back, we got that ding right there. Some more pits. Now, mind you, this little camera, this little USB is going to really show these things up. It's going to be hard to miss on that the E though. Let's go back to the wide camera. And this is close to what it's going to look like, you know, in a photo and in hand. How close can we get here? What do we got for a book? I got this. There's always something out here. That's more like what you're going to see. Getting it to focus, that's going to be the big chore. Look at my thumb. There you go. Yeah, I think we can get away with this for $2. Let's look at the back. Yeah, with that nick in there. And a little ding on the E. VF. Let's go off just a little. Be easier to focus. Yeah, I can probably get away with $2. 1920D. And we got VF with some pits. $2. Rather than throw it out, we'll try it out. Let's throw that in a dollar deal bucket, because that's probably going to be the way to market that one. Let's see, who's here? Wheaties, 1953 D, found in a roll. Oh, Travis, you like this one? Oh, look, here's a box of pennies. If I can get one. Okay, I get the pocket pages, right? There's 20 pockets. All your pennies fit right in there. Here's a here's that 1916 in VF. And you know how they work. The pennies just go right in. Ta-da! Pretty slick. But you know, if you could fold this into halves and then quarters, it fits perfectly in a 6x9 envelope. Thusly, so now I got my padded mailer and I stick my coins in there. And then zoom, it's out the door. For 1 or 2 coins, it's worth it to me to actually cut this up. I bet you I have some here. What's that? Nope. How about in here? I'm sure I have some somewhere. There's one. There, I got a piece of a page. The BCWs, these are cheaper pages, but I'll take a pair of scissors and I'll cut them up. All right, so if I got 1 coin, for example, I'm going to ship 1 coin in one sleeve here. The advantage is this extra thickness on the sides. But now I get to flip. I don't want to put a staple in there. I don't want to put tape on there because the staple is going to screw it up. You can't reuse it. You put tape on there, it's just filthy and screws it up. What are you going to do, wash it? But I can stick it in the pocket page. And it's not going to open up on me. Ta-da! Maybe jump up a little bit. And there we go. Great little compartment. And if I want to put tape across that, I don't care. Okay. Stupid hiccups. Baggies from the 99-cent store work just as well. But if somebody orders like, you know, more than 8, I'll give them the whole page. And they're telling me, yeah, they can just stick a book on there and lay it flat. And they get a free page, and they love the free page too. They come back. They'll spend another $50 because they're gonna get another 25-cent page. Try it out. You'll love it. What do we got here? Oh, here we go. I get these 6x9 baggies. Right. Go to Uline. They got them. But if you want to keep your slabs good, put your slabs in there. All right, and well, you got these slabs, and if they get screwed up, you can't take a decent picture. You can't take a decent picture on a brand new slab, so that saves them. I got smaller ones here too. Where the hell are they? Let's see. All right, these are 2x3. So if you got little bunches of stuff, you don't know what to do with it. There's a company I've seen, that's all they ship in is Ziploc. They don't use flips at all. They use these, you know, just a small Ziploc. They stick a sticker on it, send it out the door. What if we got some right here? I might. Yeah, there you go. Here you go. This is a heavier gauge and a bigger thing, but there's no flip in here. It's just a quarter. All right, so I gotta add my own notes. And they got their scannable code. All right. I like the flips because they store in a bag, in a box real easy. But these work. I mean, geez, it's got to be a whole lot cheaper than a 7-cent flips. The big bags cost me, I think, a nickel. And the little ones, geez, are half a cent a piece. I mean, if you needed to, that's a fine little package. It'll get you by. You know, I use them when I got little groups of stuff. Like this is, what is this? These are all 2016 Clash dies. They're all the same. Okay, well, I don't want to spend 50 cents on a tube. But these little baggies, they work great. You know, pick up 1,000 of them, cost you 20 bucks. I have an idea for not scratching slabs. I have a full bladder. I'll be back. Yeah. Well, it's time to go. It's time to go. Alrighty. All right, you got an idea for scuff-free slabs. We chat off air. I don't know what that means. We chat off air. We chat off air, buddy. Oh, it said yellow. Huh, I must be having trouble. How's the stream health? Looks good. There's 8 people here. 2.5 comments a minute. A chat. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that'll work. Give me a yell. On air works because I get paid for that. No trouble. It's perfect. See, I totally reinstalled OBS after Windows decided to, shut me out for 2 hours without warning and upload. Windows is uploading. Po, po, po. Come on. Anyway, get the baggies. They're handy. I got plenty of them. I can get you, 100 of these little ones for $2.50. I can get you 100 of the big ones for, how about $7? I might make $2 on it. Maybe $1.50. But they're handy. Get the bunches of stuff. Well, that goes up here. And that, I don't know where it goes. And of course the pages, they're not too bad. I have these available. They're 35 cents a piece, so 3 for $1. But if you want to get, you know, piles of them, just go find a supplier because they're going to be cheaper. But for 1 coin, it's handy. And then I wrap the whole thing in bubble wrap and cardboard and stick it in there. And add armor, anti-theft device, one of those little find 'em chips, and send it out with some goons, guns. Nobody messes with my stuff. Your stream is very good tonight. Hasn't buffered even once for me. Outstanding. I even use index cards to ship. Yeah, index cards work. Oh, let me show you this. See, I'm making the tripod taller so we can see. I'm going to lock the leg in. All right. Nope, I'm looking at some weird shit here. All right. Is that a good spot? That'll probably work. All right. Let me shut this book for just a moment. This I found really handy. Remember, I've been in restaurants for years and years. I can cook, it turns out. Oh. All right. Plastic wrap. This is the shit right here. It really is. Okay, I got, let's say, a whole bunch of coins here, right? I got a bundle here. I got a tight package. I got you know, another. And how do I make all of this work? It's too big for a priority mailbox. So my next step is well, either a padded envelope or a one of those big, you know, the big envelopes. So let's add armor, and I'll put the things on there that I want to ship, and I can arrange them nice. And then we got this here plastic wrap, and let me turn it this way. Let me try turning. Here's my crotch. There you go. But I can set this up and get a nice tight package because I don't want shit flying all around inside the package. So shrink wrap that baby. All right, I can tear that off, and my stuff is tight. My stuff ain't going nowhere. Now I got a package that's not going to fly around. The coins aren't using around. Shrink wrap is, dude, get it. There's a Sam's Club, Costco, and Walmart, but they got, you know, 50 feet and it doesn't stick to nothing. Get the industrial brand, the stuff they use in restaurants, Cisco, Kraft, SS Pierce, all that stuff. Florida Foods, whoever you can get it from. There's another company, it's probably just local, but they do a food service supply. But go over there and get the, you know, 18-inch, 12, this is a 12-inch box. DeCone's got it. DeCone, he knows what it is. This is Cisco. All right, get it. And you can go around that, you know, 2 or 3 times, and you're not adding, you know, an ounce of weight. But you go around that a couple of times, and the stuff isn't going to move around, okay, in that package. It's going to be locked in. Now I can mess around, wrap it up in used bubble wrap. I say, doesn't everyone save their old bubble wrap? Okay, now I can wrap it up, and I've got a, you know, I can add 2 pieces of cardboard too. So I'll go one on top, one on bottom. I can wrap that thing up, add tape till, you know, till my heart's content. I've got padding, I've got armor, I've got immobility. There. All right, and it's a nice tight package. Now, if you get these guys, they'll give you the envelopes. Right, these are the priority mail flat rate envelopes, the padded ones. They'll give them to you, but the shipping is $6.50. And then eBay, PayPal takes another 3%. And then I got to drive it all the way to the 15 miles of town. So, well, that's good, but I'd rather chop this up and use that to protect it, my package, and then use this cheaper one, because this is $5.95 to ship if you pay for shipping through PayPal. I still have to drive to town, but it saves me 50 cents. So I get the free envelope, and I stick everything inside the priority mail envelope. And, well, it's cheaper than the flat rate small box, but you gotta package. But I mean, I can put this thing in sideways. I can get 3-4 of these in here. There you go. And I put my label on beforehand and then tape it so when everything's flat, so I could just stuff it in there. And that seems to do pretty well. Nobody's complained. You can still get into it okay. You can see where the stuff is. Oh, I want to cut this open. I can do it right here. So you can see the thing. Gives the guy an advantage when he's opening it up. Because I had a package come in the other day. Oh, geez, I couldn't open the damn thing. It was like a brick of cardboard. Well, anyway, that's that story. Now we'll go back and lower this down if we had it. Because it's in the way up there. Yeah. So we can zoom in and stuff where we want to see. So anyway, that's just some of the stuff you gather here and there, a little at a time. This week you get a bunch of those little ones. And there are paper supply stores too that will probably have those. Kitty, no. There are paper goods suppliers. They supply paper towels, trash bags, mop heads, all the cleaning products. So a lot of places, a lot of stores. You try Cisco. Who else got them? Sam's Club might actually have some small Ziplocs. But the paper goods supplies, the gift stores or gift shop supply shops, they'll have these little Ziploc bags. I'll use some old underwear if I have to. Hey man, whatever works, that's okay with. Don't send me. I just think, can I cancel my last order? I got a handheld 6-foot roll. It's like one of these in plastic. Oh, 6-inch roll. Yeah. You go around and around. Just give it a pull and it squeezes itself together. Yeah, but the saran wrap, just before I left that diner, I kind of pillaged. So I got a few things here. I said, oh, that's coming with me. And these trash bags are coming with me. All this sugar and coffee is coming with me. Yeah. Yeah, the pallet wrap is probably pink or purple in color and makes a terrible noise when you peel it off. All the way around. But you can go around. And if you've got a big package, put it like on a chair that spins or a stool that spins or one of those lazy Susans you got. You put the ketchup and the salt and the pepper and the, all that stuff on. You can put it on there and it makes it easy, to go around. Yeah, but the plastic, it's cheap. It don't cost nothing. It has no weight. That's the advantage, and you can see through it. Keeps your stuff from moving around. And one of the biggest things I've seen that causes the packages to burst is the stuff inside is heavy. What do we got? These things. There you go. Those are the copper rounds. There's 20 of them. That's like 22 ounces with the package, and I get a couple of hundred of these at a time. And the thing is heavy. I mean, it's heavy. You drop it all at once and you're going to burst the box. If I take these and wrap them together so they're not moving, I'll gain an advantage. when I ship, like a a bunch of rolls or something. I want to wrap those up. I forget how I did SJ's. I sent her some rolls of the 2017 Ps. But play with it, work with it. When you get into these bigger packages, there's a whole lot of different techniques that come into play. But immobilize your product. Don't let it rule around. You got a few coins, for example. What I'll do there, I don't want these to move around because they're going to be scrubbing and scraping against each other. So I'll wrap that up, get the air out of that package so I can get it good and tight. Put a rubber band around it. And they're not going to move. They're not going to shake. Right? Can you hear anything? See if they can move. We're going to do that for 1,500 miles. Going to show up no face. So protect your coins in transit and your customers will be a whole lot happier. SJ says yes. Okay, I did something with those 2017s. Still waiting on my package, Ken. Hint, hint, buds. It's here in the stack. I'm making you a priority, but something else always gets in the way. They paid me $28 this month on YouTube, so I've been focusing on getting that up. Let me get rid of this. Hint, hint. The phone sent me a bunch of coins to look at. I haven't found anything yet. And I've got, another 20 to go through. Well, you can secondhand through YouTube. When I get hard up, I take my ashtray to bed with me, Come on, baby. Let's get busy. I'm mailing you another package tomorrow. Put that 2017 with those lathe lines right on top, because I'm going to see that one. I'm going to make a video anyway. But I got all your stuff. The book is somewhere in this stack. I'm sure of it. And that's the original coins that came in. They're all here. And I still have the file because I put the file on the hard drive. So I got the data for the inspection on all these. What was that one? Remember this one? Here's a neat one sent in. It's got these colorful lines on it. Let's have a look. Now, near as I can tell, this is water. Anytime you have flowing water, gentle flowing water, or water that comes in and dries and goes away, you'll get these discolorations on your coins. So this is a fountain coin. And a bunch of wood wheats. And the 2017's in there. Let's look at this guy. Home? No. Scope. There it is. So we have this neat thing. Anybody want to take a guess what that is? See the colors on there? That's all it is. It's a surface discoloration. There's no damage. Right? There's nothing wrong with the coin. No dye varieties. But you have this leopard stripe thing going on. We'll go over here and have a look in different light. I mean, yes, it's eye-catching for sure. What would you say if you found that in your roll? You're coin roll hunting and you find something like this. It's not intentional. Nobody drew that on. There's no marker that would make that mark. This is just a discoloration from water, is what this is. They're neat. No, there's nothing wrong with the coin itself. It's just this discoloration. Let's look at the other side. The other side is kind of similar. It does have some light and dark areas, but it doesn't have that same pattern of extreme contrast. And again, there's no issues with the coin. So what caused this? What caused this discoloration to occur? And the best I can come up with is water. I've seen it many times. And show the quarter. Let me find the quarter. It goes this way. So you get these fountains, they throw their pennies and stuff in there. And there should be I hope there's a quarter in here. Quarter number 1 or quarter number 2? I'll have to look up what my notes are on this. Quarter number 1 is a 76. The buy, that's the buy. There's the back. It lines up. Let's open this and get in there. And we'll take a look. Put her into the scope here. There you go. Great shape. Let me pull up my notes. One moment. We go here. I can't pull up my notes. I've got it unplugged so I could get... Okay, I can't get to my notes without pulling these cameras apart. Never mind. How can I get to it otherwise? I get 3 ports. 2 have cameras, 1 has a mouse. If I pull up the cameras, it's going to screw up the live stream. If I pull up the mouse, that might be the way to do it. Which one's the mouse? Did you hear that? Okay, so if I open this, yeah, see a little pad here. I can go to, that's what I want. Yeah, I get the little mouse pad. All right, go to coins. And we go to, what do we go to? Go to this side. Submissions. R. Madison. I got it. Now I can disconnect that hard drive. Plug the damn mouse back. And we can take a look at what I got for notes. Okay, go to screenshot. Get that out of the way. There you go. There's Ryan Madison. Now we got a book of weeks, loose dimes. All your 41s. Okay. Where's the rest? There must be more. All right, there's more, but I have the thing disconnected. All right. I don't have an answer for you right now. What's the problem with the quarter, you think? Home. Scope. I remember it was a good job, very detailed description. Yeah, I've got more. It's in a different directory, but if I'm not going to keep taking apart the mouse, putting it in the hard drive, load up the file, plugging the mouse back in. I'm just, talking here at night about coins. And always somebody's got to get into, some super detail. And I ripped the place apart to answer a question. And then I'm 2 days wondering, what the hell happened to this? Did you see this desk? Ooh. Home. I mean, look at this desk. This is destroyed. There's a printer under there, right? There's a prize from Saturday. That's going to go out. Here's some crap. This is mostly the prize from today. Here's the crap we're talking about. There's what I want to do under it. There's what I'm working on before that. I don't know what this stuff is. Okay, I got no idea. There it is. This is, oh, let's see. There's some stuff has to go out. That's that 76 package. Coins, more coins. The back over here, this table is unusable. It is without use. It's so freaking buried. So no more asking of any questions where I would need to move anything. All right. It ends now. I'm putting my foot down if I have a clean space on the floor. I've worn the floor out, right? I got to redo the floor. Damn it, man. So if I have to go to extra trouble, I'm not going to do it anymore. Just no more. There's one of me. There's 57 of you. And all I want to do is look at these pennies. That's what I want to do. I want to look at this book of pennies and get them sorted out so I can sell them. So I'm going to take this here quarter. I'm going to put it back where it was. I'm stressing. Damn it, man. I can answer a question 7 times. And sometime I still got to find time to ship this stuff back to you. I'll ship it all right. So much plastic wrap, you'll never get into it. There. See, look, I keep it in bubble wrap because here at Ken's Coin Shop, we care about you. You don't get this sort of thing anywhere else. All right. What's this say? Next week, I get James Owen with $10 showed up late. Chris Hurley, 5 entries. And find Leon's. Okay, that's what that note is. Yeah. Bipolar? No, just nuts. Just plain nuts. And what? Did you see this desk? I need another table is what it happens. You know, I just work a table for a couple of years until it becomes unusable, and then I get another table. Really, that's how long it takes to bury this much space. Did you see over here? That's the shit I got off the table, right? There's some cat food there, of course. But that's like 4 or 5 years of mail. And then I got one of the big tubs over here. That's just screwed up. What is this? That's like, you know, the previous few years of mail when I said I got to clean off this desk and put it in a big tub, and then, you know, left it. I figure by now the taxman don't care, but I'd probably burn that now. Yeah. Have you seen my bed? My bed is nothing on it but me and the gun. It's nice and clean and pretty and tidy. I get a clean bed with a gun in it to go to every night. Yeah, I live alone. I'm out here in the woods. You're goddamn right I sleep with a gun. Yeah, now, where was I? We were looking at this coin last time I looked. It's 1920S. Pretty good shape until you see that big scratch. See, this is what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. I feel like George Bailey. And it's got a big scratch and it's in fine. 1920S, how much? 1920S. Fine, $1.27. Can we get away with it on this one? With that big scrape on the front? That's a $1 deal. And that's all it is. Now I lost all my stuff. Here are the flips. I'm okay now. Everything's under control. 1920S. Fine. Scratch. $1 deal. I'll put these up and people will just tear into them. Got into a discussion today about selling with a fella. He wants to start selling and it just went on for 3 hours. Ain't no one stopping you, buddy. Yeah. Look, if a guy says he's gonna get something done, he's gonna get it done. You don't have to pester him about it every 6 months. That makes sense? Perusiac. I don't, you know, sometimes you don't make sense, and this is one of those times. Yeah, I saw that. I got that line off the TV. I went to my brother's house, and he's got TV. I got that line off of there, and I used it. I was going to build this bread cabinet for a diner I worked at before I opened my own place. And I went, you know, got some lumber and plywood out of this guy's shed, and I got some screws. All I could do was cut it and screw it together, you know, clean it up. Well, one thing led to the next and to the next to the next, and I just never got around to the damn thing, month after month. And so the owner's wife says, "When are you going to build that case?" I said, "Jesus, he ain't going to bother me about it every few months. I'll get it done." Never did get it done. And I quit, and I still got the lumber. I'm going to build a shelf for all this crap. We'll get that. See, it's not that I smoke all night. It's that I smoke the same cigarette over and over. See, smells like dog turd anyway. No, you don't want to swear on this stuff. YouTube frowns. I want to be like Disney. Yeah, YouTube. Anybody can post a video and they don't want swearing. Good luck with that, huh? Jesus Christ almighty. That's all I do. I spend half my day cursing. The other half, not apologizing. Okay, what do you got? 1921. What do you got over there on the right? Look at, what do you have over there on the right? Some, oops, let's find that. Some funny discolorations, not unlike that piece we saw in DeCone's collection. There are a lot of fountain coins and water damage. The water doesn't necessarily damage the coins, but it can quickly discolor them. A coin that sits in a moist area for a few days because of all the organic acids and organic compounds from your hand and your fingers and the lint in your pocket, everything on that coin can quickly form an algae layer on the coin just by being moist, and it will discolor the copper, and it only takes a few days. So if you're going to do your laundry, make sure you put it in the dryer and protect the coins that are in the pockets accidentally. Okay, we got an 1921, and it's fine. Not a whole lot better than fine, but a little discoloration on the side there. Yeah, it's looking better than fine on this side. Okay, it's low on VF at best, but that bit on the right side is doing it no favors. 21S, fine. How much? 21S, $3.50. Huh. Nope, let's look at this. Would you pay $3.50 for that? That'd be the fine price. Very fine's better. Yeah, I'll get $3 for that. So I'll get all these freaking wheats, right? I mean, piles and piles and piles of them. Now, that was a 21S, right? I swear it was. Oh. 1921. 21. Fine. 60 to 75 cents. Oh, for Christ's sakes. All right, let's see if I need one in the book. I swear there was an S there just a minute ago. I swear it. I swear to Christ. 1921. In the book you go. Here you go. Damn it. That cost me $3. The truth is expensive. Who'd have thunk? There you go. So I get these books, bunches of them. Where's the home page? They're great shape, but I put the plastic cover on them, and you see the video of that, and it keeps it nice and scuff proof and stuff. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It's just fold it over and add tape, and then trim off the excess, and you got the album will hold up. That's just the stuff I do, because I've got nothing better to do right now but look at pennies. And that's okay with me. It's a stress-free lifestyle. Restless eye syndrome. Okay, look. Now see, this is a 1921S, like I was saying. It's not VF. But it's, it's better than good. Good solid rim. EDB is clear. A couple of nicks. No, I don't think it's fine, but it's probably very good. Let's look at the back. It's very good. You got the beginnings of lines. A little dark spot, which is nothing in person. Okay, 21S in very good. Mostly problem-free. How much is that good for? $270 for this. Let me look at 21S and very good. Let's see. $288. That's a $2 bill probably. Think you get a $2 bill for that? Yeah, it'll fly out the door. 1921S. Very good. $2. So I got all these weights, and I'd like to do something similar to the. What are you using for a price guide, Travis? Mine is a blend of Numis and USA Coin Book. But for this grade, $2 will work. Gray sheet? Okay. Yeah. So Let's put this out at retail. You want gray sheet prices, you need to buy 1,000 of these. And I got them. But if you saw today's show where we did the progressive price, I'd like to do another one with just wheats. I mean, that would just go and go and go and go and never run out. You know, you add in some wheats and some better wheats and some older wheats, and then you start putting in like a book. And then you get 2 books because these are only good for, you know, 30 years. At dealer price, I tend to get about 90% of retail most of the time for my stuff. So I'm going to stick with that because they want to pay it and I want to give it to them. The pennies are good. But you can do so much with just a show just for wheats. I mean, you can still get, you know, your loops and your flips, and you can still get, you know, some good books in there. And just when you get to a point where, you know, that's as good as a set as we can make tonight, you have your auction, you know, have the raffle. The people will pitch in, you know, $1 or $2 at a time. There's nothing that's more collected than wheats in the world. Gray is bulk. Yep. Yeah, I get you $1.50 of that, but I got to sell 50 of them. You get them? Look at that motherfucker. Can you see it? He's gone. Can you see that mother? Look at him. Where do you go? Here. He's a killer. He's on the table. Now he's a dead killer. That's a fucking spider, man. They come out of the light. They drop on me. I'm not making this up. I hate this house. Such language. But I see these guys, you know, they got the shows, and they raffle off coins, and that's great. And they, you know, they take people's good money. I saw a show take a $100 donation from a guy, $100. They searched a couple of these, you know, rolls. Nothing. Sorry. They sent him a T-shirt. A T-shirt? Man, you put $100 on my table, and I can get you some darn good wheats to fill a darn good album. We had a $350 prize package today. So the day of searching through rolls and giving you nothing is going to end, and I intend to end it and make a handsome profit by doing so, and improve the community, put out better wheats, better prices, better coins, more coins, and, you know, just make things better. I mean, as much as people are spending this, I'm saying $2,000 to $3,000 a week going out. You know, people are making donations to these channels, and, you know, you put in a $10 donation and you win a $5 coin. I've seen it. You know, put in some, the guy's got a $5 prize, and it's $10 per entry. It just doesn't make sense to me. This 23 have seen better days. That's kind of dumped up. But if you're going to take $100 from people, give them something for it. Jeez. I mean, you're going to make money on the video. You're going to make money on the donations. This does not need a 23, and I don't think I'd put that in there. I'm going to call bucket that one. I just don't want to look. Oh, what's that? What? See, the 23 still on the screen. What did I throw in there? I don't know. I got no idea. Right there. Some kid will get something nice. Okay, the 23 goes in the bucket. What's this one? 24S. Nothing remarkable. Not screwed up. little spot there. That side says very good, and this side says good. Do I want to go with the left side or the right side? Well, 24S and good because there's not much going on in the front. I could probably get very good out of that. It's a bit woody there. You see the grain? But in this grade, I don't think the wood is adding anything to it. 24S and good, very good. 24S. So 92 to $1.09. That's a dollar deal. That's got dollar deal written all over it. I'll take that money. I could buy some cat food. I got to do something like that. I just had eBay take all my money out of PayPal and sided with some ass with blackmailing me for money, threatening my perfect feedback. Get out of eBay. I sell in Coin Up Facebook group. No commissions, none. You got to pay your PayPal fees. That's it, 3%, right? And they're out there. The people, they're getting in there. They're buying. There's several groups out there. A bunch of them are real good. There's one in Spanish. It's got 7,000 people. They buy everything, right? $500 the guy took you for. Well, taking a coin. Did you get your coins back? Look, there's another spider. Did you see this? It's fucking Spider Week here. I'm not making this stuff up. See that? I'm not making this up. That is a motherfucking spider. I've seen them. They're out there. The struggle is real. They land on me. I'm not paranoid. I'm not. USA Coinbook's okay. You're going to find most of the people match the prices on USA Coinbook, and their prices are inflated because they get a commission. Okay. You'll find the good combination that I'm working that is very effective. I got a blog, I've got the videos, and I interact in these social networks. And these people, they take a liking to each other. Different people, they get to know these people, and you build a rapport, and they keep coming back. They will follow your sales when you start posting sales at some point, and if they're following you, you put it up and it's sold. I sell stuff in, no kidding, 12 seconds. I put it up. Is that another one? Oh God, I'm gonna flip right out over here. I think it's molting season. I'm gonna spray paint the ceiling with bullets. Anyway, the combination with the social networking and the Facebook group sales, and then you back it up with the blog and the videos. People take faith. They take stock. They start to follow you. They get to know you and believe in you, and they'll buy everything. By God, it takes a little while to get everything going and built up and build that rapport. Yeah, maybe you can get your buyers and bring them over. Keep them coming back. Give up on eBay. It's Jesus. They want 10%. And that's if you don't have a store. And if you do have a store, it's still 6%. Yep, we get all the. Now did you get the coins back that the guy hustled you for? Because if you got the coins and the money, that would be bullshit. It's an eagle. Silver eagle sell. But the USA Coinbook's pretty good. I don't think their volume. You don't have the coins yet. He's got the coins and he's got the money because eBay says, yeah, thanks eBay. eBay favors the buyer. Facebook favors the seller. So get over on eBay and buy shit. I do it all the time. You can always find something, for cheap. I buy some stuff for giveaway prices. And you take it over to Facebook, and it favors the seller. Sell it there. And the people love it because they buy from people they have faith in, and they keep coming back, and they tell all their friends, look at this, and they share your stuff. Look at this coin. What do you think? Oh, that's pretty. How much is it? And they buy it. So eBay has its day, but they're quickly being replaced by the new trend, which is the Facebook group. Now, they've only been out there for a couple of years. Mercanti sign MS70 first strike 2004 PCGS $640. Huh. Too bad he didn't get 800. You charge him with larceny. Now, if he keeps the coin and the money, sue him. You know, eBay ain't going to help you out any. But it would be wrong to, keep the money and the coin. What can you do? All you can do is leave a notification on his. But in Facebook, you've got one more step you can go. You can, explain your situation before the world. This is what happened. This is the coin. Here's a picture of the PayPal transaction, where the guy paid, and here's a picture of the delivery slip where he got his coin delivered, and here it is. He got the money back. He's got the money. He's got the coin. Ain't nobody gonna sell to him. Screw that. You got at least some recourse. And if somebody orders it and doesn't pay, we pretty much throw them out of the group. Hey, you're wasting them. You're interfering with commerce. But a lot of these groups are pretty well moderated. The coin op group, yeah, we're going to vet you beforehand. You're going to show me a proven track record of excellent customer service, or you ain't going to sell. You can go someplace else and build your track record first. The sellers, when they come in, are you born? Are you over 18? Do you live in the United States? And there's another question. Oh yeah, do you get any references? And answer yes to all three, or we can't use you. Makes no sense. You're bidding on stuff on a guy who's maybe a lesser experienced seller, and you live in Nepal. This guy isn't going to ship stuff to Nepal. Meanwhile, you took up the time, you drove up the bids, and you won the thing, and you're not going to pay because he can't ship. Had 500 PayPal, and they took it all. Tried to take down 80 auctions so people wouldn't get screwed. Yeah. Well, build a bigger base. But like on Facebook, you got no listings or no bids, you can take it down. If it's a straight sale, you can post it in multiple groups. When it sells, you declare it sold in every place you have it listed. Yeah, but PayPal ain't working for you. If you sent the wrong money to the wrong person, it takes a month to get it back. I got $30-40 on the post office they owe me. You print up a label and decide, oh shit, it won't fit in that box. I got to print a different label. All you can do is try to get your money back for the first one. So don't print those labels until you made a final decision. So, okay, they'll fit in this box. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, man. You got screwed by this jerk. I don't know what his story is, and I don't really care. Do the best you can to get your coin back, because you're never going to see the money again. Yep, that sucks. Hopefully $500 is not unrecoverable. If it is, well, start over with another $20 bill and just build it back up in a few months. I got to talking with this guy. He's got a 1-year-old kid. He works in a restaurant, 60 hours a week. He'd like to pick up some extra money selling coins. Jesus, man. It doesn't take that much to sell, 10 coins in a weekend. And we talked about different ways to, improve your results. Sell a batch of items so you can offer combined shipping, because you got that. They, look at your other stuff too. You can't even take payment now? Well, that's just wrong. Yeah, $48 you can do it. I bought all these sets for the same $200, just one after another. Buy it, sell off the top few, get my money back, buy another one. Now I'm at a point I've got to do something with all this extra stock. So we'll start taking pictures, and I stay up late at night looking at them and talk with all you fine people. Hey, thanks, Alcoins. 640 bucks. I do about 3,000 to 4,000 a month in sales, and I keep about 45% of that. 7 days a week for a year. Yep. Yeah, that's not too bad. You got enough that you can, if you can flip it rapidly enough, you got a chance. Another thing with eBay, once you start the auction, you're locked in for several days. You're not going to get any bids till the last 5 seconds. What the hell is that? On Facebook, it's a 24-hour auction. Once somebody places a bid, once you have the first bid in, the timer starts. And when 24 hours expire without another bid, then you can close it out. And this favors, again, the seller rather than the buyer. But you see, I can list it today for an auction, and have that auction close, 24 hours from now, if one bid and only one bid comes in. And if I have a sale, of course, just a fixed price, process, send them an invoice and call it good. But you can also get Facebook Pay, which might be an option if I don't know what the state is with your checking account, but if PayPal is screwed up, you can still use the your debit card, open a Facebook Pay account, and take credit cards that way. Yeah, get some scratch. What you do, if I need 20 bucks, I'll put up $20 deals. That'll go quick. You don't have a bank account? Good Lord, man, get yourself a bank account. I got one for my household expenses. I got another one just for the coin business, and they're not tied together, and they're in totally different banks. Okay, you have some sort of bank issue. Prepaid credit card it is. Boy, did they close the PayPal account or the credit card account because of this incident? Yeah, you got shafted. Yeah, you stretched a little bit too far and took it up the butt. Sorry to hear it. Nothing I can do to help you, though. They took it all. Yeah. Yeah, they can do that. They can just reach into your pocket and take and make the determination. Yeah, you live, but it'll suck. That ain't no fun. One bad guy. Consider next time going with a more medium-sized coins. Most of my stuff really is between $25 and $50. I got a lot of the small stuff, these dollar deals. But I don't, I don't have all my eggs in one basket with, okay, yeah, I got a few big coins. But I try to keep that to a minimum. Most of my stuff, 25 to 50 bucks. Once you start getting past $50 on a coin, the number of buyers starts dropping fast. People just don't have the money for, a $100 coin. Some people do, but not that many. I can sell 50 $25 coins for every one $100 coin. So I'm sticking with fine, very fine, extremely fine coins, and some newer dates that are better. But 50 bucks is a bit of a stretch for a lot of people. And when they do spend that 50 bucks, you better make sure that coin's really nice. It's the first big coin I ever sold. I cherry picked it for 50. Yeah, well, you didn't lose a whole lot of cash in that particular regard. 50 bucks, you can take the pinch, but they cleaned you out. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I've been there. Let's not even talk about the diner. Yeah, there's always somebody reaching in your pocket. Yep, rethink how you do it, and build a strategy that's going to work. Most of my sales are between 50 and 200 because I give them time to build a large invoice, so they can save on that shipping. Because it makes no sense to spend $3 on a coin and $3 to ship the coin. I like to see 10% shipping maximum. And I tell people a lot of this, and they like the idea. Show some of those Wheaties. Yep. But work out your strategy so you're more generalized for most of the people. And 25 to 50 bucks for a coin, yeah, they'll spend the money. 640, you're into a different set, a different group of people. And well, a lot of people have that money because they're fucking crooked. The bastards. I hate, mean people suck. Yeah, when it all goes down, there are several houses I'm burning down. What do we got under the light right now? Yep, I'm taking up my attorney. He's first. Man, I'm burning his whole house to the ground. 24S. Very good. And that's $1. That's a little dusty. No spiders. I learned the hard way to put the lids back on the tubes. Because you pull the tube up and you look and there's a dead spider right on top. Just, all curled up. I hate spiders. There's another one coming, I'm sure of it. Why do they choose to land on me? I don't know. Oh, I'd throw it in flat. What do we got next? That makes sense. 1925. Nothing grand. What do you figure on that one? 10 cents? Yeah, let's check the book. Got one. Just put it in. All right. That's a keeper. I'll put it back on that table. 25D. Very good plus. Got some doo-doo on the bottom. Generally decent. Until you flip it over. All right. Now the cotton. From the cotton. I can give that let me wipe half of that. One swipe with a glove on half of it. Cleans off years of funk. Yeah, that was just my finger on there. So this is about as much as I'll clean a coin. Just a light wipe with a clean, soft cloth. I mean, when it looks like this, I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do? Take it down? $5. It's a 20-cent coin. 1925D and very good. But now it's presentable. Where's the price tag? 25D, very good. $1.10. Okay, there's a dollar deal. $19.25D. Very good. Dollar deal. And that'll move out the door. All I need now is a time. And I'll sit here for a few hours and just, take pictures. That's why I got this other camera. So I can get a closer shot. Because this one, where's the easel? I got this here thing I made, right? It's a piece of foam. And that packed, I don't know what it packed, probably a laptop. And I get the foam board I use for everything. I'm going to build this thing so it stands upright. And I can set up this camera right here, this thing, to take a good shot of that coin. It sets upright. I got to do it. I can put a quarter in the back for some ballast. What is that? I'll put $1 in the back for some weight so it'll stay upright. But I can put the coin there and take a better picture. And I don't have to crop it, rotate it. I can just, when it's focused right, I'll mostly fill the screen with a clear shot of the coin. And just post that directly because the old camera is this one. And it does a great job, but you got to plug it in, unplug it every time. And, I got to have this close to take the picture. It's not as convenient. So this thing speeds it up a whole lot better. Where'd the coin go? Is that it? Oh, it's on the thingy. So we'll put that in here. $1, 15, 75, 45. That's $1. Somebody will take it. What's this thing? Let's get back to that. Scope. This is out of place. No, it's next. 25S. Very good. No better than very good, but problem-free it looks like. Got some crap here. Yeah, that's very good. What's the crap? Is that going to come off? Oh, yeah. That's light crap. That's as off as it's going to be. 1925S, very good. How much? 25S. 63 cents? No. Okay, we'll stick it in the back pocket. 63 cents. Oh, do I need one in this book? Yes. Yes, I do. That's not it. There'll be one of these on top. 25S, very good. Yeah. I'll just sell that whole batch. Get what I get. Put 90 coins in there. If I get 30 bucks, I got no problem with that. Fine. Now, 25S. There's that same one back. Fine. We got a clear upper cheek, lower cheek. Next to no hair detail. His vest is pretty worn. You know, you get the collar in there. The rim is a little bit in. Well, you're gonna get that with Liberty. I'd say very good. On the back here, I got nothing on the right side. I got a line or two, but the berries are gone. On this side, maybe fine. It's very good plus. Yeah, there's a couple lines up there. I can get through that doo-doo. I mean, I could put acetone on there, but it ain't worth my time. Yeah, maybe $1. I'll put it in the book and they'll get a nice little perk. Because I got a bunch of these. You want to see what I got? Let's see. Let me move this over. We'll go to the screenshot. Pull up that. Look at stock. And 25S, right? Okay, 25S. Let me see if you can see that. There you go. Let's see. A couple of very fines. Fine, very good, very fine. Some more fines. Lost it. Fine. Very good. Fine. Okay, here's the trick that I do. And you won't be able to see this, but I take the whole thing, and I know I got 3 columns that have dates on there. And I put it on count A, and that says 37. So if I slide this up, you can see right down here, I've got 37 minus 3. I got 34 of the darn things. Yeah, I can take that one that's very good plus and just put it in that album, and I'm not going to miss out anything because I got tons of the damn things. And there are several albums that never got entered. I don't know what's in there, so we'll just let that go. Okay, go back home. Go to the scope, next one. You know, I get some good money out of this stuff, but I don't, you know, every single coin. Just let's move the better ones. That's got a spot on there that ain't worth looking at. The bucket. What you got here? 1927D. Now this one I'm going to go for fine. You see how I'm getting a little extra detail on the top cheek? I've got some hair detail above his ear. And I bet you that'll buff out. That'll buff right out. And it did. And let me wipe that side too. Yeah, that's been in storage forever. Well, this is about the same. Very good to fine, but the front is a little better. 27D, and I'd call that one fine. Let me look at my figure here. 27D wheat in fine. Yeah, $1.25. No, that says $1.75. Yeah. See, I put that in a dollar deal, and it's gone right now. Don't need that piece of paper. This is the sort of thing, they'll fly these out the door. 1927D. Fine. Dollar deal. Somebody will buy that and be happy. But, you know, to sell the coin for $1.75, $1.50, whatever, it's still going to be $3 shipping because I want to make sure that there's tracking in there so I can say, hey, here's, you know, a screenshot showing the post office delivered it. I can print the darn thing up. So you're not going to scam me on that. But with the combined shipping, then it becomes a real good bargain for the buyers. And instead of selling one 27D for $1, I'll sell 10, 15, 20 coins for $1. Here's a 1928 looking pretty sharp. That's a high-end XF according to the front. The back is looking very nice indeed. Little rim bump. Oh, that's looking real good. What was that? 28? Yeah, it's like $1. 1928. XF is $1. AU is 3.5. Is it AU? That's what I gotta ask myself next. Let me look at it up close and personal like. Yeah. Yeah. That's AU. I get outer lines. The berries are excellent. You can get right in close and have a look. There's nothing wrong with that. The fields are nice and clean. That's AU. It's $3 and it's gone. 1928 AU. You know, I already paid for all these coins with the first few that I sold. So $3. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab that. It looks good. So they'll grab up a bunch of them and have a decent little package. And something looks like a stamped underneath the 2 and the 8. Let's bring it back. Yeah, well, oh, that's not it. It must be one of these. It's gone. 1918. Did I fold it? What's that one? 1978. 24. 28 AU. So that's, you know, there's the box we got so far. You know, those are all dollar deals. And better. I mean, I just look at the darn things at night. I get $3 for the live stream. Something under the 28? I'm not seeing it. You're fucking pulling my leg, goddammit. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Don't listen to DeCone. Don't believe him when he says hello. 27S. These are so hard to get in decent grades, you know? For some reason. All the 27S's left the mint, and then they got, you know, beat on with a hammer. These are some of the hardest coins to get. I don't see it. Well, we're fine, but we got some grunge on there. 27S fine. Yeah. That'll work. That's probably $2. 27S. fine. Okay, $1.15. That's a dollar deal. That'll go. So I got the volume. There's no problem with the volume. I just have to, you know, plan out the batch because I got all these coins lined up ahead of time before I do the, you know, these big raffles. 1927S, fine, dollar deal. So just getting the right pennies lined up. But there's enough here. I could do a heck of a raffle on, you know, for just wheats. So I have Wheaties Wednesday. And I want to do it at 9 o'clock prime time when these other guys are selling, you know, pick a roll. It's $5, and if you get nothing, tough shit. You know, I can put out a nice little prize here. Yeah, screenshot it. But people like the wheats. It's 6 freaking 30. 28D. That looks awfully close. Let's look at it real close. Like, what's the dot? Come on. Grunge. You pick it. Yeah, well, it's soft. It's soft tissue. It'll go away. All right, that's just crap. That 9 look wide. D looks normal. Okay. Better check out his eyeball. Looks okay. Fine. Fine. Nothing detracting. Yeah, that's fine. The 28P. Well, I'm on the 28D now. I looked at the 28D. I saw nothing at the bottom. 28D and fine. How much? 28D. Fine. $1 even. That's a perfect dollar deal. Well, the 28's lost. I don't know where it is. There's nothing there. Okay, 28D, fine. We'll move this shit out the door here. Not a bad look at 28. Let me tell you. How about now? About now. $19.28. Bottom of the 8. Nothing's moving. Lightly woody. No grunge. I ain't going anywhere. We have this discoloration below the 8. Look closer. Now everything is raised here has a really sharp contrasting edge. And this bit under the 8 doesn't have any raised contrast, except where it meets the 8. I think all we have here is discoloration. putting a loop on it, there's no raised metal under that 8. That's a normal 8. Now, is that the area we're looking for, or is there something else we want to look at? Overdate. They didn't have overdates. No, this is natural color. Yeah, you see all the grunge around the letters? That's not clean. T-R-U-S-T. That looks good. That looks good. We looks okay. You got some crap up there. Good looks pretty good. In is on. How's the Liberty look? See, what I want to see is swoops. I want to see these swoops on the back of the LIBE. That tells me it's, there's a DDO going on. But the thickness looks normal on this. Maybe it's your eyes. Well, I did look in the 9 looks kind of a bit fatter on the bottom, but not overly. It's not one of them fat bastard 1934s. You know how they get big and pasty. This looks pretty typical to me. The 2 thickness is even everywhere. The thickness on the 8, that looks pretty even all the way around. Maybe a little bit thicker on the right, but that little line, that vertical line, says it's probably a little contact mark. And the 1 looks pretty even, square top and bottom. Yeah, I don't see a problem with it. 20p has a expensive DDO. This looks typical. See the bottom of the U? There's no distension. Inside the T, that looks normal. The S is even thickness throughout. I don't see anything here that would cause me to think it's anything but a regular beastie. E, a lot of times on these DDOs, the early ones, that bottom E will have a hook on the right of the bottom. I got some around here somewhere, some 34s. But these letters, see the W, how the points, they go deep. Like the N, sometimes on these DDOs, those angles inside are truncated dramatically. Now I'm not seeing it here. Let's look at the eyeball. That looks pretty normal. It's a little bit woody. It's really fine grained. See how it looks over here in regular light. Yeah, it's too fine to show up. Okay, I'm convinced it's a regular 1928 AU and good for $3. And probably a bargain. You might want to consider buying this for $3. When I don't make sense, it's when I have things in my hands and I talk text. I use talk text. I use whatever it is you're doing it right now. Yeah, that's a good coin for $3. Some kid will be just jumping up and down. Yep. But I could put it together, one of those giveaway shows. People send in a few bucks and build a set of weeds. And it wouldn't just be a regular set of, I get these dance goes, preload them, like with all the memorials, and the donations come in. And I start putting in proofs or putting in, some BU early wheats and some better grade, 30s. If they really come in, I picked up a 31S. It'll be here in a couple of days. I stole that for $48. It's in great shape. I got an 09S coming too. $75. It's VF, easy. It's a peach. But I could put together a hell of a nice set and a superior album. And if they keep making donations, then I throw in some flips and some, a sack of wheats. I got a bag behind here weighs 40 pounds for Christ's sakes. When I don't make sense, it's when I have things in my hands and I use talk, text. Yeah, you have things in your hands right now, I can tell. But anyway, I can put together a pretty darn decent set of wheats. Because you can always add in some of those early proofs, 57, 45. Brick and Madison's got a bunch of them. I got all 30s BU. I'm good till about 34. Before that, I don't have so many BUs. I get some red browns. Where the hell is that 31? Where the hell is that? I had it. I know it's here. It's in plastic. I'll be in that box. No. I got stuff back here and I can't find it. It is beautiful. No, it could be in there. Come on. Huh. How about in here? No. In this one? I don't know. I don't know, man. But, I mean, you can put together a really good set and just start at the early and move your way back. I have found 31S's, not just one, but several on this desk back here. Oh, here's one, you know, AU. Forgot I had it. Found a 14D on the desk one day. No shit. I'm looking. That's oh, it's a 14D. It's a train wreck. I sold it for 90 bucks. There's stuff on that desk. I really need to clean that off. That's the point it's at. I can't even use it. I'm down to just this area in front of the computer. Everything else is piles. But there's some good coins on there. Yeah, I've had as many as 7 31S's before. I think I'm down to 2, maybe 3. I don't know. But they come and go. They're one of the best selling things out there. I see them for less than 65 bucks. I grab them because I've never sold one for less than 65 bucks. $170. Dude, send me some of that stuff. Because I want to be happy too. And whatever the hell it is, it's got to make me happy. So where's that, what do I do with that? Is it in there? I don't think it's in there. No. No. See, I got one box. It's got really good stuff in it. And I really should like to find it because there's some really, really good stuff in there. Oh, no matter. But imagine, you know, people can put in $5, $10, and put together a handsome set. I mean, you could put together a $500 set, be pretty decent, and give it away. You can't sell or do anything with, thanks eBay. Yeah. There's a bad situation. eBay runs it, and if you don't get along with eBay, you're finished. Once you get in hock with eBay, it's over. 29S. Fine and very fine. I got some doo-doo there on the side. Look at the back of it. Okay, fine it is. Fine. The best part about fine, F means forgiving. And they'll forgive that little mark on the front, and they'll forgive, let's see, that little thing on the bottom, because F is forgiving. That bit under the T, they'll forgive that. F is flexible. And how much is the 29S in flexible? 29S in flexible is 38 cents. Oh, oh well. It looked good. Where's my, here it is. I've got a 29S. All right, we'll put that in the back pile. But I mean, you could put together, you know, a set of modern wheats and send that along with them too. So they got their good set, and then they got one to give to the kids. Alrighty. Good luck with that. 29D. VF. Close. It's got a better reverse, but it's not XF. 29D and VF. What do we got? 29D VF, $2.25. Let's have a look at that. 29D. I think a good separation. Clear fields. Good color. Yeah, that's VF. That's a $2 coin. $2 coming. Hey, Coins All Day, how are you? We've been up all night, just farting around. We're looking at pennies. We're talking pennies. Talking coins. And no, I am not pulling stuff out anymore. You'll have to go back like 2 hours to see that one. Yeah, I'm taking some old folders apart, seeing what's in there, because I get people want folders. And we'll see, it's the ones with the slides, you know, the old bookshelves. And we'll probably have a dollar deal sale coming up in no time. Okay, got a 1930. That's VF all day. That's a back look. Could use a quick wipe. That cleans right up. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And the front was just fine. 1930 VF. Is that a dollar? 30 VF, 35 cents. That's a shame. Let's see if we need it over here. Well, I will replace what's in there because that's VG. That'll work. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't get a coal bucket. So you got a bucket, it gets coals. I got a roll of goods. 30D. VF in spots. How's the back? Yeah, I bet you that'll wipe off easily. Yeah, rub it with your fingers once and it's good. 30D VF. Book says 65 cents. See if I need that now. Nope. In the back. I bet you this is a 30S. I want a handsome one at that. 1931. XF. Not much for troubles. It's a darn decent XF. I got a pit there. No, it's not AU, but it's XF. 31 XF. How much? 31 XF. 250. Yeah, I put $2 on that. It'll fly out the door. So that's all we're doing today right now. And talking stuff. You know, you got questions, ask them. We'll answer them. $3? No. I put $2 on there. It's gone. I put $3, they might hesitate. $2, boom. And I got probably nothing into it at this point. So what do you want to make? You want to wait and make $20 or have 15 right now? But I can show that. See, I'd like to do some other sorts of selling shows where I can put, like, you know, a whole bunch of pennies up and say, first 48 bucks gets it all. I mean, it might take an hour to show the show, but people will watch. You know, I made like $28 last month on YouTube. 32, real decent. I got some woodiness to it, but I don't think it's enough to add any appeal. But real decent. Let's have a look at this side. Oh, very decent. Yep. Now I like the 31, 32, 33. I'll take the P and D and sell, you know, a whole group. Even those, you know, if they're all fine, I still get like 10 bucks for the whole thing. They eat them up. Let's have a look at this up close. Yeah, I call that AU50. VF plus, it's AU. Any troubles? It's a little spot. Spot in the shoulder. No, I'm okay with this one. 32 AU. How much? 1932 AU 11.21. Well, I doubt it. XF is $5. AU 50 is 11. Let's look at it real hard. Would I pay 11? See, what I'm thinking is, would I pay $11 for that? 8.50? Is that for AU or XF price, Travis? And what's your source? The gray sheet? Well, the woody would be a selling point. XF is 8.50. Okay, I have to adjust my figures, I'm sure. I think that little blemish on the E is about it. Let's look at the natural color, huh? Home. And it looks like this. See the lines? See the grains? They're north to south. Got him over by the 2 in front of his face, behind his head. That's the woody grain. That dark spot on the shoulder really isn't a dark spot in real life. Let's look at the other side. $10 flat for AU. Yeah, I think this one might qualify. I thought they'll send it back, but I got some decent shine here. Good color. That dark spot, see the E? Let me put it under the scope and compare what that scope does to make it look just awful. This is what the E looks like under the scope. Just that blah. Details crisp. But in hand, it looks a whole lot better. Yeah, I got some good, I got some cartwheel on that. 1932 AU. I'll put $11 on it. If I don't sell it for $11, I'll do something else with it. Have an auction with a $9 start. Then it'll go to $14.50. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I missed a big show. Watched it, and it was great as always. Yeah, we got to packing it up. It's over here, partly packed. So you got, you know, baggies and stuff. I was showing people how you know, shrink wrap stuff. You just wrap it up in saran wrap, and it stays good and tight for shipping. So that was an early night adventure. We're just looking at pennies. Beth, did you see what I just saw? That 1932. Oh, here's a 1933. It's almost as good. Okay, that's probably XF. Let's look at the back. See that outer? I like to see that outer line on the wheat ears. Like on the left side, I got it. And I get good separation. That's XF. How much is the 1933 XF? Let's have a look real quick. And the book says 1933 XF, $4. Yeah, I'll get that. Yes, very nice, except for the E. Oh, you did see it. Under the regular camera, the color was excellent. 1933 XF. $4. At $4, it flies. At $5, it'll hesitate. But I put 4, boom. There's a reason I sell stuff in 12 seconds. Frau, like Frau Blucher. That'll get $4. I still got 2 more lines to go in this book. Well, we have wheat night, and I could do like, you know, I got those the rolls, you know, the 50 different coin rolls, 40s and 50s, and I sold every darn one of them for $5. Every one of them gone. 37 of them, well, 35 of them, $5 a piece, and I could probably make some more of those, and I'll have a sale right there. 1935, AU, problem free. Red and brown at the back. That's every bit of luscious. Yeah, that one looks good. Let's look at that in person. It's like a dollar deal. Jay Bennis joined us. There you go. There's what I got right here out of this batch. 1935. See the red and brown on there? Good cartwheel. Yeah, that's a good keeper. You know, once you get into the 30s, this one has real good color. Good tone on that one. Is it AU or uncirculated? That's AU. So it's a pretty decent AU. Look at this above the ear. Just above the ear, we got a touch of wear. Yeah, and that's what keeps it from being. And then on top of the bow tie, yeah, it's AU. It's a really good AU, but it's not uncirculated. So that's a decent one. 1935. Where are you? 1935. AU. That's a dollar deal. Yep, that's another easy dollar. And there's something to put it in. Dollar deal. That'll go. It's a decent looking coin. I got some shiners. I mean, you want to see a full red 35. That's when they start to get really gorgeous. And we'll put that up as a dollar deal. But Beth, we're talking about. I got all these wheats. I mean, barrels of the darn thing. Doing a like a Wednesday wheat night, and go head to head with well, whoever else is broadcasting at 9 o'clock, and do another one of those live progressive auctions, but with wheats. We started off with one of these nice albums, you know, and just keep adding to it. I mean, we can make a night of it. People put in, you know, some donations. We put in some BUs. They put in more donations. We start putting in some key dates. We're thinking that might work. Why not? And winner take all. And if that doesn't work, you know, if we do have a full album or a pretty good album, you know, there's nothing left but the BDBs, then we'll have an auction and start over. But a lot of these things, I mean, you can put together a pretty decent set for, I mean, $50, $100. And prime time on Wednesday night, we could pull in $200 or $300 and put out a set of decent coins with, you know, with a 24D in there, with a 31S or a 1909S. Maybe a sandwich. Yeah. Why not? Maybe we won't have a 14D, but on occasion, maybe that'll be the raffle for the night. 36D VF. And I think that's all this one is. Yeah, I don't have that outside line. It's a good VF. 36D. See, like I take a P, D, and S on 36 and I sell them all together for $1. And people snatch them up to fill their books. Let's see what we need in here. Oh, I need that. 1936D. Right in here. So the ones, the coins that aren't taking the dollar deals, I'll put them in these and we'll just sell that off or auction it off or raffle it off or something. And somebody will grab it up. You're getting hubby back in. About time. You got some things that might entice him now. You got some real nice, put that walker in front of him. Did you get the walker? Yep. Put that baby just like a carrot. He'll come. Look, honey. Look, honey. They have this 1909 SVDB in red. You can sell your truck and get this. 35D VF. Sell your truck. Oh, really? I love you, baby. You want to eat ever again? Buy me the coin. Get me the coin. 35D, right? 35D. Yep. But geez, you know, you get older, you're not, I don't go out and party and raise hell and hit the bars and stuff anymore. I do miss my youth in that particular aspect, because boy, I had a great time. There are still some counties I can't go into in several states. And a couple of states I really shouldn't go into. But no matter. It was fun to be young. 35 SBF. Unremarkable otherwise. Yeah, we'll put that in here. These 30s VF. You know, people take interest in them. There's not a whole lot of value. 50 cents, $1.75. But a lot of them, because of their lower value, go into circulation and end up being, you know, just tore up. So once you start getting XF and such, yeah, you can move at a set. You know, 1935 to 1939, all of them, VF and XF, and you'll pick up a few bucks. 1936S. That 36 looks just right. And this is XF. Let me look at the price on 36X. 36X. That's a dollar deal. Yep, there you go. And once you start getting into the better grades, you know, it's a dollar coin. 1936. That was S? Yes. But I have so many wheats, I could easily put together, you know, a whole set of, a whole rack of stuff. I got 10 36S's in XF. And let the world know and take orders that way. And that would drop, because now I could show one coin and sell 10. So you can just see what you like and order. And 10 of these are available at $1 a piece. The first 10 people that order, here you go. Oh, here's something to see. 1937. And we'll look at that over here in the home. And I got a pretty darn decent, real nice shiner on the 37. See if we can get that. See, the camera's at an angle. Come on, focus. There it is. So that's probably a couple of bucks. Let's have a look here. Oh, it's uncirculated. Let's look at the back. I call it red-brown. but it's mostly red. You call that red, brown, or red? Well, it's brilliant and it's uncirculated. Let's look into the scope here. It's got some spots, but the contact marks are not there. So I'm thinking more like 63 to 64 red brown would be appropriate for this one. All right, are those contact marks or just streaks? That's real decent. I'm going to call it 63 red brown. And what do we got for 37? 63 red brown, $4. Yeah, that'll fly out the door. $65. That's not MS65. Here, I got a couple of little tiny rim nicks down there on the bottom left. Let's see. I got a little contact mark on the top of the E. That's no better than 64. And I think these dark marks, which really aren't so bad when you look at them over here. All right, here's the home camera. Like over there on the right of the T. And you have these striations down at the bottom. They're not contact marks, they're blemishes on the tone. Home, there's a scope. Where is it? There you go. Like those at the bottom left. Yeah, that's a contact mark down the bottom. It's a decent looking example, really. But very few contact marks. Okay, got some in front of the face there. Yeah, 63 is appropriate. Not much remarks. You can see in front of the face, not the dark spots, but the bright spots. That's a coin that just kind of rubbed it a little. You see those flashes, those sparkles? That's what you have for contact marks. Not too bad at all. I think 63 is appropriate. Who won? Oh, James Owens won. You're talking about something else, I'm sure. 65 is no contact marks, but it also has a clean fields, uniform tone, be it red, brown, or red, brown. Yeah, I'm going to call this one 63 RB. And the dollar says $4 even. Yeah, that'll fly. 1937. And choice BU. Now, everybody understand the difference between choice BU versus just plain BU versus very choice versus gem? Let me find the chat. There it is. Okay. BU. It's brilliant and it's uncirculated. Right? Now that's anywhere from MS60 to MS62. If you say choice BU, that's MS63. If you say very choice, MS64. If it says gem, MS65. Superb gem is MS66. And after that, nobody believes you anyway. So that's a choice BU. 37D AU. See above the ear, that little flatness? That's AU. Got a big contact on the eye in Liberty. Mint Mar looks good. 37 AU, that's probably $1. The tone is good. 37D in AU. Where are you? 60 to 75. Yeah, I need to be uncirculated and it jumps at $3. 37D AU. You think I could dig a dollar deal out of that? Maybe. It's a bit of a stretch. I might just try it. Choice brilliant gem. Totally made up word. There's no such thing as choice brilliant gem. That's like a, you know, what are you selling? A 1944 bronze Lincoln coin. 1937D AU. Yeah, we'll see if I can get a dollar for that. It's not a bad looking coin. Besides which, nobody sells, you know, high-end circulated 1937Ds. You know, $4 is when it goes to uncirculated. That's just too much of a jump. So I'm going to take it for $1. Yeah, somebody will snatch it up, I guarantee it. Nope, one line left. These are starting to get pretty nice. You want to look at that 1940 first? I'm gonna put my gloves on. What's that other one? I think I cut that one too short. It's like my stubby glove. Yeah, a lot of times I get these folders and they start getting pretty decent into the high ends of the 30s. But you got to get them out of the holes. All right, you got to put your gloves on. With this. Yeah, look at the 1940 that's in this thing. That didn't go any good. You can look at it over here. Great color on this. Yeah, you see where somebody didn't, that's probably the fingerprint from when they stuck it in this album to begin with. A little mark on his chin. A few spots, the fingerprint. But the fields are generally clean. Flip it over. All right, we got a little sedimentation. Let me try this. All right, I'm just going to drag that glove across there. Yeah, you see the difference that made? That's just oxidized fingerprints is what that is. That'll come right off. Okay. The back is a little discolored here and there. But it's cartwheel. Fully uncirculated, I think. I'll give it another look. Yeah, but I can't, geez, red is tough. I mean, the color on this is excellent. Let's look over here. I mean, geez, look at this baby. It's a peach. Full cartwheels. Uncirculated, 1940. Yeah, I'll have to look that for varieties. One moment. Yeah, that's a fingerprint, all right. Yeah. Somebody handling that with their bare fingers. Turn this coin into a lesser coin. Let's see, where are you? 1940 and 63. Red, $5. Red brown, $3.50. So where does this coin come in? Is it 64? I got a mark on the cheek. I don't think the strike is quite sharp enough for 64. But I get 63 out of that, no question. And the back is very nice. But it's a little shy of red. 63 red brown. There's a $3 bill for this coin. Yeah, that'll work. Well, there's Dave. He's saying something. How is my second set and nice VF color match getting close? Oh, man, not even close. I'm so far behind. I don't know what to do with myself. I can't even use this desk behind me. It's so far gone. I'm going to take an extra step and write it down. Dave Bennett. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. You know, I go to the hardware store with a swath and say, I want this color of paint for my house, for this room. Is there a color match for these coppers? Because if we did that, yeah, the stupid fingerprint. If we did that, we should be able to come up with some standard colored grades for these coins. It'd be a bear to duplicate it with all the different platforms. You know, your phone, his pad, this guy's laptop, this guy's desktop computer. It would be a bear to get it consistent across all these different platforms. But I don't see why it couldn't be done if you had a single printer. You know, you take it to the print shop and print off. I mean, you'd have to have 10,000 of these darn things printed off. It would be simple enough. Should fit in an envelope. You could laminate it, but we could have a standard color swath, you know, several of them. Chocolate brown, medium brown, light brown, red, super red, freaking fiery red. You know, but I don't see why we couldn't do that. Because this one's nice and brown. Now compare the color of this one to the color, say, this one. They're both brown, but just slightly different in tone. That's a little darker and duller, and this is a little more brighter and browner. I don't see why we couldn't do that. You just would have to have a consistent, you know, a standard to work with, and it would have to be in hand, because, you know, if the sun is shining on this computer screen, I can't hold up this coin and say, oh, this is brown number 2. But if you had, say, a dozen different color gradients, you could get pretty darn close. So now Dave Bennett wants a nice match on his VF set of wheats. Well, what color you like? Brown 2? Yeah, we can do that. And now you're hunting for brown 2s. Huh. I gotta come up with the ideas. I make all these little notes, and the floor is covered with all these little notes because you know, they just go everywhere. Okay, color match, color standards. Somebody's probably already done it because I never have original ideas for wheats, and it would be different, of course, than for, you know, the 1944s. It would be different for before 1864, when it was, you know, a different kind of copper. It'd be different for the large sets because, again, that's 100% copper. Coin flippers working great. They're everywhere. I got a stack of them over on the table here. I got to make some more. But yeah, I use them all the time. You know, I can move stuff on them easily and quickly. They're stackable. There's another one right here. Smaller ones, there's the bigger ones. There's a really big one under here, and then there's the tiny one. You know, there's the tiny. But if you had a standard color swath, you would have to be the only one who prints it, right? So that they would be standard. For a coin flipper, make your own. I'll show you how. You can buy this sheet for $3, $4. Can you see that? You get them up at Walmart. They're 24 by 30 inches. It's $3. If I were to take the thing and buy it, and then cut it, and then glue a couple of strips, one in each end, and send 2 of them to you, the shipping would be $3. Then I'd have to, you know, make money for my time and effort. It's one of those little things that's so darn cheap. Make your own. Really, you can go to my blog and it's in there. Rewatch the video. You cut it 8 inches by 10 inches, right? And then you take that, on the 10-inch side, you take 2 half-inch strips off. And you take those 2 half-inch strips and glue them on. So now you have 8 by 8 in the middle, plus the strips. You make 2 of these, and when you turn them sideways, they fit. And you get a little bit of wiggle room. If it's, you know, too tight, you can just shave a piece off and make it fit. Geez, I'd have to charge $10 for the time and effort and shipping. That'd be, just make one. It'd be fun. Make it a coin project. It's going to be a homework project for the coin classes. Make one of these things. They're so easy. Now, what were we looking at? Oh yeah, this thing. So what did we come up with? 63 RB. And how much? PL. Nope. $3. Yeah, that'll go. Then I could get you know, the different stages of red brown and have a kind of a match with that color. 1940 63 RB. So yeah, choice red brown uncirculated, $3. Choice RBU. Yeah, but it's awfully close to red. It's red brown because of fingerprint. Because somebody didn't know enough to just put on a pair of gloves. 10 cents worth of gloves would add $3 to that coin. 10 years ago. What can you do? You can't reach through history and slap people, but you need to. Coin grading is an art. You can come up with standards. You would think facial recognition tech would be useful to retool for coin grading. Not facial recognition so much as the fingerprint recognition. Now, if you've seen Tim Rathjen, he's got that that Looksy app. And near as I can tell, the best way he does to get the match for the coin so it can identify the coin is much like, you know, the FBI does a fingerprint. He takes several data points across the image, rotates it until it matches. Once he's got the match, you know, he can get the particular coin. Then maybe it's facial recognition, but I think it's a fingerprint process, how he does that. Let's just strike. No AI. Well, I always thought the way to go would be like a sonar, where you can bounce a sound off of a coin, and as it comes back, you could read it, so that then you could have a better map. Because I mean, it wouldn't have to be noisy, just dip, and then read the echo, because that should give you a much sharper contour, I would think. Maybe an ultrasound, maybe to clean the coin at the same time. But I think that would be an easier way to grade the coin. But the problem with grading the coins, it's so darn uneven. You know, if it's a little more worn on one side, it really has to be done by humans for now. I mean, you can get close. You know, it's uncirculated versus you know, very fine versus about good. But how close can the processing get when you really need to have a human in there? Plus, experience is a factor. More than anything else, just getting it close, you know, get the coin graded to more of a general consensus. That's where you need that bit of intuition, that human involvement in there. You know, fuzzy logic. Yeah, and the computer will never learn IPO. Can you get the colors right? You couldn't? Come on, stick it under the scope. What color is this? Is it shiny? Is it pretty? It's got the freaking fingerprint in there. 30D AU red. How's this side look? A little bit of toning in there. Yeah, it's AU. 38D AU RB. I can't get the thing to show up. Let me look at the price on that one. 38D AU 58's $1.50. That's a dollar deal right there, written all over it. 1938D AU dollar deal. And that'll fly out the door for $1, sure. For $1.50. Now see, the computer would say it's $1.50 because that's what the data that was entered says, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get $1.50. If it did, you'd have 50,000 people saying, "Oh, this my coin is $1.59." Now, again, see how the market works. $1, it flies. $1.50, I have a hard time typing $1.50 into that little box on Facebook. You know, the nuances of how to do with this, the computers. There is too much information to type into the computer to even bother with, to make that extra 50 cents. No, I think it's right. That's AU. Well, we're going into 3 hours, and I'm getting to 7:30. I'm probably going to take a nap soon here. What's this next one? Oh, man, that's just a damn shame. Ruined. Great shape. Beautiful shape. Ruined. Yeah, that's ruined. I'd feel bad selling that. I can't sell that. Sure, it's uncirculated. It's in great shape. It's got fantastic cartwheels. Great color, except for the freaking cancer on it. Let's look at this. There's no way. No, it's gone. What do you do with that? Now, what does the computer tell you to do with that? Rinse from the mint? I don't know. I doubt it. This looks like some kind of contaminant. There's no pattern, no lines. It's not a fingerprint. Moisture, sneeze. Oh, I've got more in the back. I mean, the coin's in great shape, but you can't market the spots. It's ruined. Okay, what do you do with stuff like this? You can't sell it. Can you give it away? And what? You're not doing anybody a favor giving them something like this. Yeah, it's brilliant, except for the spots. So it's an impaired brilliant. Is it worth $1? I cannot take somebody's dollar and feel good about it selling them this coin. If I slabbed it, does it come back to details? It's not damaged. But it's FUBAR. It's a FUBAR coin. There's nothing I can do with this. I would feel bad giving it away. What's a 6339 in red brown? 1939. 63 red brown is $2.50. According to this, but I'm missing some data on this, so it's probably like $4 because of the way that spreadsheet works. I can't get $2 or $3 for that. There's no way. I can't sell it. I'm not going to stick it in an album because I'm doing nobody a favor. HA, because it's probably plutonium. That's probably what that is, 1939. They had all that Manhattan stuff going on. That's probably plutonium poisoning. Matter of fact, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Yeah, so what I would do with this is take that and put it in my wheat bag and sell it off that way because there's nothing else I can do with this. But somebody will pull it out of a wheat bag and say, oh, right, look what I got. And then that's the only way this coin will have any good value, is somebody pulls it out as a prize. But they would make a fine prize. You know, you pay 4 cents a piece for a bag and you pull this out. And yeah, there's a 12-year-old who would love to have this. Some people like ugly coins. I'm not one of them. I like it when they look like they're brand new. Came out of the mint, fell into my album. That's how I want to see them. I can't give it away because I'm unloading junk, is what I would be doing. I can't sell it because that's not the kind of caliber of coin that I sell. Thanks, Ken. I have a few ideas on how to make and even the marketing on the matching color type. PM me later. Coming up with the colors shouldn't be a problem. I mean, we set up some coins and we'll just elongate the colors and set them in gradients. Take them to the printer. And I don't know how that'll work because the printer's going to have, but however you print them, you're going to end up with a consistent product as long as they're printed the same way. When they change the ink, oh, we got to start all over. But you would have still the numbers matching the colors. And as long as everybody has that same card, they can match the colors to the numbers, hopefully. So that would be the standard, however it comes out of the printer as. So yeah, we could do that. And then we need to sell 50,000 of the darn things at $2.99 each, drop it in an envelope and ship it out. It'll be, I mean, we're talking a baseball card, so 3-4 cents printing cost per unit. You got nickel for the envelope, the stamp cost. Yeah, $2.99. You can put $2 in a pocket. For 10,000 of them. There's that truck I've been talking about. I want to get one with a back seat. Yep. Then we can set up with dealers, you know. You buy a 500 pack, you know, $700 and 50. QVC could be. It's one of those things the hobby could use. You know, everybody spends $3. You can do it. You put some numbers behind it. Yeah, you can wholesale them. You can move them out, making them a standard. You'd have to unveil them at a coin show and just start passing them out to, you know, just hand them out at the door. Here you go, here you go. But only part of it, you know, like only the first 5 colors. They want the, you know, all 10 or all 20. Then they got to spend the $3. Yeah, you go down to the fun show. You hit the Anaheim, Long Beach shows. Go to New York City. That could be done. But if you promote it too hard, it goes right, then you got to go up to $5.99. And you can't put it on the computer because, well, you can show it on the computer, but all the colors will be different. Yeah, get some bribes, get some hookers. Hey, check out these coin cards. And we got a girl's gonna blow you. I'll take them all. All right, next one. That one goes in the junker pile. Great color. Nothing I can do with it. I can't do a thing with it. Any more like that? No. Good. Yep. If you really want to sell it, pull out the whores. 1939 AU, flat spot above the ear. Little spot, otherwise good. Look at the back. AU all the way. $1. What was the date? 39S. Yeah, it's still $1. 1939S. AU. Dollar deal. And something to put it in. Working girls. Self-employed entrepreneurs in the hospitality industry. What's the next one? 38S XF. Nothing jumps out at me. And I give that about a, you know, what about a brown 6. Yeah, that's a brown 6 XF. And that goes in the book. Well, let's look it up. 38S XF, 60 cents. That goes in the book if I need it. Yep, you need it. 38S, right in there. See, you push them in with your glove on. If you don't have the fingertip gloves, get a towel and shove them in. As old as coin collecting. Yeah, they were the original coin collectors, weren't they? They go out, collect all your coins, and tomorrow, if you got more, they'll take them from you then. 40S. What do you see? That's a big fat lamination error right there. And it's a solo mark. Yep, it's not compression. It's not damage. I don't see any wood grain on this. I see some fine grain. You see that in there? All the directionals going northeast, southwest. Let's look at his eyeball. Looks good there. Letters look good. That's a big fat lamb. Oh, good. What's a 40S in uncirculated 62 go? Maybe 61. It's uncirculated. Oh, we didn't look at the back yet. Scope's getting warm. I'm having trouble focusing again. Yeah, they're only good for a couple of hours. Then you gotta cool them off for a while. Yeah, it's uncirculated, but I mean, it's a 61. But it's got a lamb. 40S. Price. Where is it? 40S. 60 brown, $2. With that big fat lamb. Yeah, $2. Oak brown lamb. $2. Lambs don't really do anything for me unless they're, missing. If the whole layer is peeled off, then they get kind of neat. Yep. But this one, you'd have to get in there and peel it off, and then you get the shiny edge where the copper disconnects. So that's not the way to go. Grease? Nope. You out of here, oldies? Oh, Victor's joined us. Yeah, we're still going from last night. Lord, I'm on my second pot of coffee. But we got the book done. We got the book emptied. I got to put these two back in. The slides are in great shape. I could use just a touch of glue on the one corner. Yeah, that's in. So now I can actually start marketing these babies. Good, because I got a bunch of them. Whitman bookshelf album, 9716, 9405, which is written right in there. No writing. Has a nice protective cover to keep it pretty. Got 90 holes in it, but they're supposed to be there. 2 sides, all the slides, great shape. The corners, because I protected them, they're not dog-eared. Maybe just a touch in the, you know, you're going to give some wear because these things are 25, 30 years old. But good straight corners. Yeah, they get 10, 12 bucks for these things. I put that at auction and just let it go. But also, I put in, you know, like 50 different 1909 to 1940 in a roll to go with it. And they'll tear it up. Yeah, with the 50, I'd probably get a $20 bill plus $3 of shipping. That'll work. Plus, we get all them pennies out of there. And what do you got here? 39D. Has a real hooker. I mean a looker. Just a touch on his ear. And I mean just a kiss of wear. Yep. High-end AU. That's a choice AU. Let me look at this. How's that look? So, sort of a pumpkin orange. Yeah, that's choice AU. 2 spots. I'm sure that'll be it. What was the date on that? I gotta look. 39D. And it's top choice AU, but it's not uncirculated. Much as I want. 39S. High-end AU. $1.55. That's $2. Yeah, I can get $2 for that. Where did it go? 39D. I looked at the wrong column. Oh, 39D. That's the one you want, isn't it? High-end, $2.50 to $3. Choice AU. I'll put $3 on there. And that'll go. So if I did a Wednesday show, we could do a raffle. And I could do sales. Now, wouldn't that work? You know, sell some high-end stuff. Put that in there. And then take all the dollar deals and just fill up one of these little albums and raffle that beastie off. Yeah. Sylvia, I'm getting ready to go to bed. You're getting a live stream, keep them going. We're doing a 24-hour blitz tag team. And you're up. Next one. There's only one left after this. 37S. AU. Little bit spotty. Red brown. So choice AU. Oh, that's beautiful. Anybody be proud to have that one. What's with that line over there? See, when you see those lines, first thing I suspect is lamination errors. Let's look at it. I've been going for 3.5 hours, SJ. You'd be proud of me. Lines did not show up here. There it is. You see that between the E, P, heading down almost straight? How come that is? I don't know. It's a little bit raised. So that means there's a groove on the die. And in that location, I think it's just a finger feeder mark. Oh, here you go. Watch this. See the way the back has horns? How it kind of swoops? And the bottom of the eye is kind of swooped. I want to look at this and compare it to what Wexler has. That O looks a little wide. Okay, see the top of the angles inside the, yeah, there you go. The top of the W has shallow angles in there. You get over to the E, and you get the bottom has that big hook, and the center has a hook. And the top, that's going to be hard to tell because you get a lot of dye deterioration. Yeah, there you go. You seeing it? Thick letters on the R, thick letters on the U, plus separation lines. Oh, what a nice little find. 1937. 7's kind of fat. The 9 is fat. We got a find. I'm gonna get over here. Yeah, this is a double die. 1937S. Let's go over to the desktop and have a look. Screen. What the fuck happened here? Oh, we resized it. That's right. There's the screen. Yeah, now we can watch it together. Okay, I'm going to go up here and we're going to go check out Variety Vista. That's my first go-to is Variety Vista. No, 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 no. I just dumped you guys off. Shit. Bear with me just a minute. We got to start up again. I might have lost this. It just says I'm streaming. All right, did I lose you? Damn it. Okay, we'll try it again tomorrow. Yeah, is it going to restart? Yeah, I might have dumped off the whole thing here. No? Oh, good. So what I'm trying to do right now is get over to Variety Vista and not shut down the stream at the same time. So I'll open another window. We'll go to Variety Vista. And we'll wait and we'll look at the scope a little more. See the extra thickness on that 9? Okay, here comes Variety Vista. Let's go back. Screen. All right, we'll scroll down a little. Double dies. This is how fast my computer is. DDO. Oh, here, 37S. Way the hell over here. And then we look at pictures after that. Oh boy, that looks so much like number 3. All right. So there's the screen, which you can't see nothing. I scroll that up. Okay. Let's look at the first one. How can I make this work? That lined up? Nope. That wants to come down. How about now? Okay, we're going to look at this one and compare it. How do I do the screen and the scope? I can't do it. Let's compare it to this. The 9 looks right. The 7 looks right. The 3 looks not quite right. Okay, on my specimen, see the back of the 3 doesn't seem to have a point, and the front of the 3 doesn't seem to have a point to it. Where is it? There's my screen. So Wexler's number 1 doesn't look like a match, nor does his 4. But we got more to work with. Okay, we got this one. Oh boy. That one looks real good. How do I make this work? Shove. Drag. Okay, let's look at Wexler's number 2. See the upper curve of the 3 does not have a little notch. And on mine, my 3 does not have a little notch. The center is rounded. The bottom look is, that might be our baby. And the mint mark location is really gonna help us give it away. Okay, go back to the screen, compare that one to the scope. Compare that one, and go up and go down. Now, one more thing I want to look at is his other one. Which is also kind of fat. See the 7, how thick that 7 is? Let's go back to the scope. I got a bit of a 7. So I'm going to narrow this down to number 2 and number 3. Let me open these up. There's number 2. There's number 3. And we're still on screen. There's the screen. Here's number 2. Close. I'm looking at the WE. Oh, it's over here. See, the E on his isn't really that close to the E on that we. See, I've got a bit of the lower horizontal has more of a hook. So let's look at WDDO number 3. Oh, look. Look, look, look. Oh, looky, look. Okay, this is the scope. And take a hard look at my E and compare it with this one. Okay, this is Konica number 3. Nope, and that's my E. And that is a big fat match. Okay, let's look at TR. How do we make this work? There's your T and your R. See how thick and wide the bottom of that R is? Go to the scope. Look at my big fat thick R. And I've got the dye deterioration on my T that matches his dye deterioration. I think we got a winner. Let's look hard at that date. Okay, on Wexler, nope, this is Konica. There's a little tail on the 9. Jump it over to mine. This is gonna be tricky, but we get a match. Yeah, and see how I've got dye deterioration coming off the S, headed just about due east. And let's look at the, oh, I'm under there. And there is the tiniest little hook on that 9. So I believe I have an earlier dye stage is all. Yeah. So there's my 9. And if I tilt it, we can start to see the little hook. And we'll go to the screen. And you're looking at his 9. That's Wiles' 9. And the dye deterioration coming off the S headed to the east. Ooh, and then the burr. We'll look at the BER. See that soft leg on the R? Do I have a soft leg on my R? Yes, I do. There it is. That's a good match. And I can cross-reference that with whoever else. Oh, that's a good find. That's a 37S DDO number 3. That's a class 6. What'd you give her value on that? In this grade. And that was AU. $8-9. Well, that's not too bad. That's one of those little bonuses. Okay, I found 6 fantastic die cracks, 64 on Lincoln Head. And the reverse 4th column looks like interior die break, a double die. Well, send some pictures, Victor. No die crack between forehead and hair, says Travis. Let's look at it. 03. I don't have an image to work with on that. Yeah, I don't have anything on that. Let me slide this over. Widescreen, screen. There you go. Let me get that out of the way. So I don't have a shot of the crack. But what I can do is cross-reference it to, I bet you Copper Coins has something. He's got some of the best die markers. And we're DD03. Let's pull up Copper Coins in another one. Light extra thickness and In God We Trust, Liberty, and a date. James Wiles himself found that one. That's how you find a double die. 1937 S and DDO. Right? Let's see what he says. Konica 3, Konica 3. Do you have anything? He doesn't have a match for Konica 3 here. This die is very similar to DDO 1. Number 2. This shows some extra nice thickness on the date. No, he's got a hook on a 3. I don't have a match here. Because I want Konica 3. Okay, let's get a Wexler, see if he's got a match. The prices on this guy. AU 50, 15 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 10 bucks. All right. I can live with that. There's a $10 bill. DDOs. Wheats. $37S. DDO 1. Craft Wrestling Konica 1. Stages, stages, stages. Okay, he's got another one, but it's not listed anywhere. Okay. Well, I could look up Crawford, but it takes me forever. Well, good. I got a DDR, a DDO. Time for me to get to bed. This is what it looks like up close. But you see the swoop I tell about? Anytime you see the swoops, look at the B and how it's like a dish. And it's got horns in the lower back. What are the numbers on 37's Ken on Wexler's? Wexler had one listed. He's got a couple of DDRs, but when he just has a listing and nothing else, usually what that means was he canceled that, and it's just being saved. It might also be he just doesn't have it listed. And either way, it looks pretty much the same. So you wait for it. Have you been streaming since the big show? No, I stopped and took a nap. Then I got up, and it was so nice, I took another nap. I watched Sylvia for a while, and then did some things. I look, and Sylvia's on again. Okay, I watched again. And Cryogen was up then. Everybody's got a bet except me. I'm gonna finish getting the kids out to school. Check out my recent video, and only a few hours old. Oh, I thought we were gonna say it was only a few hours long. Now Victor does this thing. He just turns on the computer and lets it stream. He checks in every now and again, but the whole idea is people can jump on and chat. But it's a booster for your channel. Get in with the other people. Subscribe to them. They'll subscribe to you. That's the whole idea. And this coin is for sale for $10. That's a 1937 S. See the hooks on the D and the letters, the big fat U and R. DDO, Konica number 3. There's some extra thickness on the date you can see. And it's an AU condition. What do you suppose that is? I'll have to look at that. Yep. But anytime you see those the horns on the IBE, you stop what you're doing and check, because you're going to find something. Yeah, Beth got some subs out. I got like 9 out of it. Hopefully they'll be back. My numbers are looking good. Double I? Well, it's either It's not going to be double die number 3 and double die number 4. Let me look at number 3. There's something on the eye. No, this is a class 6, so it's probably going to be just on the outside. I got no difference on the eye that I can see on the Konica example. And I'm going to do a video on, what the hell the different classes are, because it's how, the die moves when it's being held. Does it shift to the right, to the left, up or down? Does it spin? Does it spin on a lower point? That's where you have your K numbers come in, right? So it spins on 6. 6 stays stationary, but everything spins around it. Or does the whole thing, roll off to a side? Yeah, this is an 003. I don't know if you had a, maybe. I'm at 350 right now or somewhere around there. That's working. And Beth made it to 300. Everybody's breaking 300. I want to make it to 30,000. Around 3,500, I should be, able to go get that truck. Did a white guy run that machine? I don't know, man, but he had no rhythm. It had to be a white guy. White guy's got no rhythm. You have a wonderful channel. Thank you, Beth. I'm going to get to 3,500. I'm going to get that new truck. On the way to 1 million. 1 million subs. That's like half the coin collectors out there. That'd be cool. Well, keep at it. If you give yourself a theme, your little coin channel. What's your focus? I mean, you want to get into the weeds? Take it and run. Tell us the history of that weed. Tell us why that weed is what it is. Go date by date and explain these are the several things you can find with this date. Because, I mean, you put together a body of work that way. Be impressive. Yeah, it's a nice little DDO. You see how it's not, you don't have letter beside letter. It's just, they're stretched out. They're squished. They're deformed. They've been frigged up. Like the big fat bottom of the R. You don't see 2 R's. It kind of got punched twice, real close together like, so you have a big fat R. On the bottom of that U, it's big and fat. And sometimes if it does it right, you get these, the horns on the back of a letter. Well, let me write all this down, because that's a keeper. 1937 S DDO Konica. And we're calling that one AU. And $10. One day I'll put all these error coins, all these die varieties up for sale. I'll make a fortune. Let me pull that baby out. Save him for later. See, I thought I'd gone through all these albums, but there's still good stuff in there. I was going to put $1 on that. I'd much rather put $10 on that. And it goes over here in this pile. The last one on this book is right here. Well, skinny date. No horns. Good shape. See how easy that E is, how regular it is, how the R is normal thickness, and the U is as thick on the bottom as on the sides. This is an unremarkable 1940D. Well, we'll look at the eyeball anyway. And what do we see below the eye? Okay, let's look this one up. Bear with me just a moment. Home. What do we call it, a 40D? We need it so people can talk through this thing. 40D, give me an eyeball on it, 40D, down low. No, there's 3 40Ds. Counterclockwise, clockwise, and clockwise. A type 6, and This is a type 2. All right. See, I want to see a type 8 if I'm looking at eyeballs. All right, there's nothing. Let's get the other side. I mean, it's not a bad looking coin. And nobody looks at the backs. You know, you can find a lot of good stuff just by looking at the backs. And a lot of times that little dot, it'll be distended. It'll be long. It'll be a rectangle. It'll be a point on one end. That's the big giveaways. And you look at the tips of these wheats. Look for, 20 lines instead of 10. There's nothing wrong with this. And good color. Give it a flip. And it's red brown. And it's a peach. All right, 1940D, red brown, 63. 40D, red brown, 63, $4.50. Color's real nice. Let's look at that. Here you are. Red brown, 1940D. Yep, good. That's the last one. Now I can go to bed. And everybody's here now. We're up to 9 people. But been like 4 people watching. I've been going for 4 hours, so it's 8 o'clock. That's most of the night. 1940D. Choice RBU. $4. That's got that book. Good. Another month of this, and I'll have them all done. Of course, I'll just get more. Good night, Joe. Guys, Beth Coddington is going to live stream next, so get over to her channel. Go from there. You going to live stream, Beth? You can do it. Nothing's stopping you. I don't accept excuses. Get over there and do something. Well, anyway, if anybody's going to live stream, tell the world right now, because there's, several people that'll jump right over. Who's up for it? Victor? Anthony? Travis? Yeah, there's plenty of time to sleep when you're dead. But I gotta get my ugly sleep in, because look how it's working. My sister says, I gotta get my beauty sleep. And I say, I'm gonna get my ugly sleep. I think I'll take a nap. Just don't tell my boss. Yep. I worked in a restaurant. I say, I'm full. Could I go home? Lots of times I go up work at the plant. There's a few places you can, just kind of grab a few minutes of shut-eye. And I know every damn one of them. If I have to, I'll make my rounds. That's the best part, if you're supervising the guys. I'm going to run down and check on those guys on the bottom floor. I might be there a while. And go see the guys on the bottom floor. So I'm going to go back and check those guys up on the receiver deck. It might be a while. And check the guys on the receiver deck. Yeah, I got to check them guys out on the filtrate deck, and I'll probably be a while. And then I can go duck out of sight. Go land in the, a tool truck and throw down on some rubber hoses. I sleep at work all the time, and it's cool with my job. Man, I want to work with you, except I don't work. I stay home, and I just take a nap when I like. That works. So anybody want to jump on? Because say it now, and you probably get some people that'll jump over. It's good practice. You don't have to, be good at it or nothing. I make it up as I go. Well, you get to talk, you get to chat, and YouTube will pay you. I like that part. Okay, guys, take it easy. I got to find this button. Here it is. Stop streaming. I hit that, and this is the part where I wink out of existence.